remember going from game to game was just, I had
We're live.
6 macros, and it was like these were my hotspots.
Uh,
So I'll give you guys one more minute.
Bondi, did you check? Did you see that message I sent about the app for your phone?
yeah.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
It just puts your whole character sheet on your phone.
If I still had the tablet, that would be perfect.
Yeah, that's what I got. My
Phone's kind of small.
got my. It worked really good on my phone too, but since I have an iPad, I put it on here. It's pretty sweet.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's nice. Paloma's got it for school now.
You know what else I got for this thing? This is an old iPad too, but I got that paper feel screen protector.
Oh, yeah.
Because I've been tinkering around with like just drawing some simple stuff in Procreate, and that is pretty nice when you start drawing on
Have
it.
you got the 3D paint capability yet in Procreate?
No,
Okay.
I have not been. I'm just barely learning how to use Procreate, but it's nice for like illustrating stuff where it's got that whole thing. Like if you draw a shape, then you can hold the pen down and it kind of auto shapes it. You get a nice clean curve or.
Yep. So the beta they're testing out has 3D like capability, and you load in an OBJ file, and you can just start.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah.
Like add textures to it and stuff. Oh wow.
Paint texture layers, like you can paint specularity. You can paint the.
Holy cow,
Yeah.
that's
Paint all
freaking
maps.
sweet.
Yeah.
One of the things we started doing every Friday, I do like an hour and a half stream on how to do something, like how to make an overlay, how to, make a background, an animated intro, and then if there's somebody in the stream that wants it done, I do it for their Twitch page.
Oh,
So-
just demonstrate it.
Yeah, so it's been really cool because
Yeah.
I've ended up helping all these people like that aren't graphic designers and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not really either. I can design. I'm not the greatest illustrator or whatever, but so there's a bunch of pages out there with stuff I did, which is kind of cool.
Yeah. Plus, you get like people really appreciating you.
And then I cut that to like a 10 or 15 minute YouTube video and put it on the YouTube channel. So it's evergreen stuff, it'll be, someone can use it a year from now.
Yeah.
All right, you guys ready?
Yes, sir.
Macros set up and everything.
I don't use macros. I don't need no
Okay.
stinking macros.
All right, we'll kick off the our traditional intro. You guys ready?
Give me 1 second. I got to stop the other music I've got going.
Okay.
And go ahead, give us a countdown and let it rip.
3, 2, 1. Time to play.
This is D&D Old School. Come and see what happens when some childhood friends get together on the internet to play a little Dungeons and Dragons. We've been on a brief hiatus from the game since around 1987, but now we're reconnecting for a little old school D&D.
What is that noise?
What's that noise?
Nice.
Well, that's crazy. It was picking it up from my microphone. The headphones.
Yeah, it's pretty sensitive.
enough to pick that up. So I thought, I saw my guy speaking or saw me. I'm like, well, that echoes from me. All right. And before we get going too far into it, the most important thing.
And now it's time for What Are You Drinking? What Are You Drinking is brought to you by D&D Old School.
So I'm going to start off since I'm well on my way. Nice little red blend from Trader Joe's.
Ooh,
$8
nice.
a bottle, and I like it.
Yeah, man.
$8 a bottle. Trader Joe's. It's a red blend. If you come
Better than
across it.
Ripple.
Wait,
Oh yeah.
yes. Epicure.
Primitivo.
Primitivo.
Yeah, it's really good. I mean, really good. Someone brought it over and they're like, "We're not going to tell you how much it costs." I'm like, "I'll try it. If it's a blend, let me give it a go." And I'm like, "I like it." They didn't tell me how much. Then Vicky and I went to Trader Joe's. It's like $8. I'm like, Let's buy all of them.
You ever get through here again, Minel? Like, we should go to the winery right down the highway.
So, I mean, we bought probably 2 cases of wine the other day, and I got 2 or 3 of these. I'm like, I'm good. You know?
Also the Scotch and the Pilsner.
Yes, I got to get into that next.
Yeah.
That's Trader Joe's.
All right.
Yeah.
Who's next?
I gotta get mine.
Omen, you're at the bottom of my screen. What do you got going?
I am finishing off 2 beers because I forgot one. So that's
Is that
the
like
first
day
one.
old beer, or is that what?
No. I've been drinking all day. I started with some amaretto, and then I just have like a
I'm drinking all day.
the drink day.
Oh, there you
Miller
go. Good old Miller Lite.
Nice.
Going double fisted for a little while until you can consolidate in your stomach.
I had a
Titus.
drink Coors Light at the neighborhood festival last night. That's about all
What's
they had.
wrong with that? Coors
Oh,
Light's
Oh,
I think
it's
Coors Light
fine
last
for an-
night as well.
Being out, you know, on
Yeah.
a hot day, walking around.
It's the best golf beer.
Coors Light's awesome.
I'm hoping
Fine.
they have it for the music festival
Wait.
next weekend.
But what are you
'cause that would be a
drinking
good
now?
idea. I'm drinking
that?
Coppola Red Blend. That's
Okay.
actually really
Ah,
The Francis
nice.
Ford Coppola. Yeah, I
Mhm.
like some of that.
Yeah, it's good.
What do you got? What do you got there, Bondi?
I got the Pilsner, more Trader Joe's endorsement.
Trader Joe's.
There you
Nice.
go.
Yep.
All right.
I am
Del
drinking Dasani.
Sante. Wow.
Dasani bottled water.
With
And to wash it down, I got a little Knob Creek.
little Knob Creek as a chaser. Okay. You guys remember much of last session?
Yes. Mostly that I was the hero and someone promised me an ancient magic item.
It
Let me see.
was
Let me find my notes.
busy. It was
I don't know.
busy.
I don't know if you remember that. We were staring off into the abyss at some crazy thing that was happening into the sky.
About to get extremely. I mean, you guys had a very successful day. By the way, I mean, what you guys accomplished. And I don't
Yeah, we saved the day. We found a
saved the
shortcut.
day. You rescued the kids pretty quickly. You didn't go trouncing through the rest of the maze. You kind of stuck to your objective, your game plan. You got the kids. You got out to the same thing. Everybody was shocked. They're like, there you are. They were actually getting ready to go rescue you guys. They were all, their packs were ready. And it's like, my God, you guys pulled it off. Our little front has pulled it off. Thank God. Thank Kisma. And it's like, so at the end of the carnival's not completely done yet. There's still the gambling tent still going on and the drinking tent still going on. But as everyone started to migrate over to the tent fire, which is the ritual for the end of the carnival, everybody was starting to cut around. Everyone wanted to hear their stories. And then all of a sudden, all this activity started to rumble through, and you ended up with busy. I'll start because you got to start all over again. Show to players, but they kept some of the old graphics. So I end up with Mother. Really? It's doing it again? Mother M.
We have a graphic.
Yeah, we got a graphic.
Yeah, but as soon as I did that, I lost my. I think I know what's going on. So I'm going to delete that. If I show it, show to players. Okay, so what happens is when I take all the DM notes and I put it on a separate screen and I click a hyperlink, that separate screen goes blank. It says can't reload. So that sucks.
Can you just extend your screen across 2 monitors, or is that?
It won't let me go out. So the problem is that, so I've got my roll 20 on my little screen, and I've got over on my big screen, I've got everything else. I might be able to flip the 2. Maybe if I can try, let me just try flipping the 2, put the other stuff on the big screen. Let me just try flipping it. So I was wondering why that thing was acting so crazy last time, but it didn't do this before, so this is a new defect.
Using Chrome?
Yes. That may have something to do with it, right?
I don't know. Yeah.
But now at least I have some more real estate to work with on the big screen. But I just have to get used to. All right.
This has got the cat butt going on.
Yes.
Old One Eye.
Let me put this in your face.
Oh no. Yeah, our cat's not happy with Mom gone. Let's just say that. Like I don't know what to do with this guy. I'm not happy. I never liked him in the first place, but
We got two stray cats coming in our backyard, and there's no freaking geckos around anywhere.
all right. Go ahead.
I saw one with a gecko hanging out of his mouth the other day. I'm like, oh, that's why there's no geckos crapping all over my screen room anymore.
So, at the tail end of this, if you remember, Quimber kind of fell into like a trance and hit the dirt. Fezzy was staring up in the sky, and then Mother, Solvencia, she kind of went into a just kind of collapsed and went into a trance, and all this rumbling was starting to occur in the jungles. All this noise, not jungles, on the woods, all this noise, everything. It was really a climactic. It was building up for a big ass fight, and then the module ended. That was the end of it. So now we pick. It was a great cliffhanger to get you to buy mod chapter 2, right? What happens next? So nothing wrong with that. They do. GUI does a good job. So here we are.
And we didn't level up or anything.
No, in fact, I scanned this module looking for it. At the end of this module, you level up. So
at the end of this module.
Yeah, I told you that early on. So what I did, I mean, the way this thing is designed, and I told you guys up front, they give you, so you guys are truly overpowered for level 1.
Yeah.
You guys have extra spells, you have max hit points, magic weapons, a lot of magic items and everything else. So I think they like to keep it players at a lower level to make it a little, I don't know.
But the thing is, I still can't tell my dwarven drinking buddies that I'm level 2.
Not yet.
So, yeah.
But the module is for 4 to 6 players. So this time I went through a little nervous. I was up to this point. I've kind of been modifying the monsters a little bit because I thought, holy man, you guys got like 16 hit points. And remember that GUI cube had like 82 hit points.
Yeah.
You know, that would have been a long freaking drawn out fight. Okay, so you guys are all, and I remember. So I actually went into the old Darkest Dreams and I brought everything back. So what you see on the screen right now is exactly where all the characters were left off, where we end up. But Quimber is kind of facing the dirt. Vezzy is kind of just staring up at the sky, and Mother Selvenza, she's fallen as well too. So here we go. There is a knot. But darkness. There is nothing but darkness. From the commotion, you notice members of the troop, not at the fire, start to head in your direction. The shining faces of Trem and Trom are shrouded by a thick broil of dark clouds. The comforting light replaced by their smothering darkness. Frightened cries ring out all around the camp before Borag's powerful voice drowns them out. Silence, he yells. There is nothing to fear. Get the fires and the lanterns lit. The cries cease, and several tense minutes, the light from a few fires begin to peel back the night. As it does, you're able to see Vezzy staring blankly into the sky. Quimber is lying face down on the cold earth, and Brian kneeling next to a completely still Mother Selvenza. He clutches her hand, and in his anxiety checks for her sign of life. His milky white eyes turn to you. Kisma, save us. She's cold as ice. Mother, wake up. Mother, come back to us. Anton moves closer over to Mother Selvenza's side and casts a spell of healing. But other than the slight flush of color that briefly comes to her pale cheeks, the casting appears to do nothing. What are you guys gonna do?
I'm not doing anything, apparently.
You are, yes. You're face down in the dirt.
Well, I'm gonna step over to Quimber and just make sure he's not dead.
Okay. You're gonna check his pulse and
Well, I'm
everything.
gonna roll him over so he's not face down in the dirt anymore.
Okay.
Yeah. Checking his pulse.
I don't choke on my own puke.
He's breathing. He's just his eyes are closed, and he looks to be like he's asleep.
If I smack him around a little bit, does it wake him up?
No, you smack him a little bit, and he's kind of out cold. That's just basically he's sleeping. Fleegan, anything?
So it's nighttime, and
Yes.
do we hear anything like outside of the ring of the fire, like away from us, like any activity or?
In this turn you didn't, but in the last turn you did hear branches crack to the south.
Okay.
But in this turn you don't. This last turn you didn't hear anything new.
Yep. Okay. So I guess probably I could grab Fix and say, hey, let's just kind of go glance south. See, we heard branches cracking. Let's just make sure everything looks okay down there.
Yeah.
Okay, so Fix used his turn to go up and check on Quimber. So you
Okay.
want to use yours to go south a little bit?
Bentov and I, he's the tank. We could both go south and see if we spot anything.
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so move your characters. You're 30 feet. They're not going to dash, obviously.
30 feet puts us where? Like between these two wagons?
Yep.
I was hiding behind that big dude.
He's hiding behind Craig.
The 30 feet.
Right there, you think?
Okay,
I gotta be in front though.
that's fine.
See if we
Okay.
can get the drop on somebody.
Okay, so all that happens, Cray wanders off. So he wanders off.
No, come with us.
No, he wandered out. In fact, I had it in there. If you would have stayed there, you'd had to roll a perception roll to see if you detect him from wandering off.
Pray the blade.
Cray the blade. Borag and Kalnises are still sitting right next to Mother Salvenza. Others in the troop are still relighting fires and lanterns while you guys are, kind of like at the ready. Then you hear, and so Salva's right by over here by Fix. So Fix can see Salva, and Salva is the Beastmaster. She gives this crazy little whistle, and all of a sudden, off in the distance, you kind of see the Manicore and the Owlbear start making their way towards you guys.
Sweet.
And it's like you guys all know that these guys are fierce fighters, and in the past, the Manicore and the Owlbear have been used to defend the troop. They're just vicious, ass-kicking creatures. So they start heading in, and then Borag and Kalnises are both standing over the prone Mother Salvenza. Great concern in their faces. You can see that Anton is still tending to the seers. So you got three people all kind of standing around trying to figure out what's going on. And you can see that as you watch, Anton closes his eyes and waves his hand over Mother Salvenza's still form. Again, casting a spell. You can barely hear him muttering something to himself before a warm glow begins to emanate from an outstretched palm. A few minutes later, the glow subsides. He opens his eyes to observe the results. His expression creases into a worried frown as nothing appears to have happened. At this point, everyone's really kind of concerned. So, and then Kalnises, which is over right next to Mother, she turns to Fix, and she kind of yells back towards you guys. She saw that you guys started heading south. She goes, "Come back, Fleegan, Ventov, come back, come back, come back." And
Right.
she waves you guys back, and everything's starting to quiet
All right, so
down.
we go back.
So everything's starting to quiet down, and you can see the fog, or that overarching feeling of imminent doom starts to subside across the woods. Everything was like, it just kind of starts to calm down, normal. You start seeing the fire goes back to its normal fire, normal routine of a fire, not being blown out. and Khaleesi calls you guys back and says, "What I need you guys to do: Fix, you take care of Quimber, Ventoff, you help Mother and Fleegan, bring Fezzi, bring them over to Anton's tent to be treated." And then she goes over, she yells at Selvra. She goes, "Selvra, make sure you bring the Manicore and the Owlbear. We need protection on this tent." He says, "Bring him to Antoff's tent." So what we need to do then is we need to start dragging. I need to rearrange my screen a little bit. And we're going to bring people, start dragging people over towards, you remember where Anton's tent was in the Tent of Jess.
Tent of Jess, okay. Straight across.
Remember the jesters were having a field day with all of his candles. That was
Right.
So just put ourselves over there?
Wanna go like
So start,
halfway or
yeah, halfway is probably good. So Ben,
Oh, halfway. Gotcha.
yeah, I've got
About
one more.
Quimber?
Get Quimber, Fix, you're bringing Quimber. Salvra was bringing the Manicore. You start to see people are, all the organizations starting to break up and start heading back. They're not quite sure. So Fix, as you're carrying Quimber through the camp, you catch a short glimpse of his face. It's twisted up into a grimace, almost as if he's in great pain or comforted by something that caused him great fear. So then as you guys get close to the entrance of the Tent of Jests, Anton pulls the flap back and ushers everyone inside. And you can see there's not a lot of, at this point you're far away from the tent fire, so you can barely make out, what's going on. But as you guys start bringing them into the Tent of Jess, so let's move everybody into the Tent of Jess, or at least everybody around it. We need to get Mother as well. Someone grab Mother. I can't see.
No, she's still by the old fire.
All right. Let me see if I can grab
Can't grab her.
All right. I gotta rearrange my screen.
Fliegen Fundelflim.
Here we go. Mother.
does she need to go out? Oh. You want to check? Also, do you have my player's handbook? I couldn't find any of my notes. I'm like, where the hell's my player's handbook?
my friggin' kids, man.
Not funny though. Where's my player's handbook?
Fight with them over like who gets to use the good PlayStation controller.
All right.
Okay, I might have put it somewhere. Thank you.
And Quimber. Let me go grab Salvra. Drag her all the way over as well. And I think there's probably other few, but I will not drag them all over for the moment. So, but as you start to see, and Anton's there too, despite the light cast that you can barely see, you can see Anton is sweating. He's really nervous about what's going on, and you can see he's really concerned about all three of these people. So with great care, Mother Savensa, Quimber, and the still unresponsive Vezzi are brought into the Shrine of the Gods and brought back into the tent. Anton wipes away the sweat from his forehead. He's really concerned as his hands tightly clench around the symbol of the gods that hang around his neck. He goes, "I'll do what I can for them. For now, I think it would be best if you guys go for some sleep." He goes, I'll send for you if anything changes." And he says that without taking his eyes off the other three, the ones that are out. He goes, "Pray hard, my friends. I fear we have run afoul of something terrible this night." So, he's basically suggesting to you guys hit the hay. Hit the head. You've got to do that too after all the drinking, and get some rest because you guys have had a long day as well too.
I'm at points even.
Pardon?
I'm at half hit points even though I'm knocked out. Do I regain my hit points?
You would, assuming you wake up in the morning, you would.
Okay, thanks, dude.
Okay.
Okay, so And then as you guys, as Anton says, you know, you guys should go get some sleep, and we'll just pick a tent for you guys over on the east side. You know, as she says that, all of a sudden you can see Selva enters and pokes her head in, and she's got a whole arm full of all kinds of little potions and stuff that she's hopeful that Anton can use to see if he can, you know, heal Mother Salvenza and try to bring Bezzy and Quimber out of these weird trances. And then, you know, as she does that, she kind of hands this thing in, and then she leans back and pokes her head out, and she goes to you guys, why don't you guys get some rest? And then she again whistles again, and you just see the owl bear and the manicore come walking over, heading towards the tent of Jess, and you can see she's kind of giving them verbal and visual instructions. Boom, you hear, protect. Do not let anyone in. You know, so you guys are like, wow. You know, it's amazing. You guys have seen her, you know, in command of these huge creatures, and you obviously these creatures really care about the troop and vice versa. But you're looking at them like, yeah, I think nothing's gonna get through this tonight. You know. So basically, at that point, he's saying, you know, make sure, you know. Then she goes, you guys get rest. I'll take the first watch. If we need you, we'll call you out, and we'll take it from there. So, and let's just arbitrarily say you guys sleep in the yellow wagon. I'll zoom in to your east, right by the wagon of sweets, the tent of warm feelings.
Yeah.
Tent of warm feelings.
Wow, yeah, I noticed that too. I want to go there.
Place. Yeah. Okay, so basically, you know, everyone says take some rest. Okay. All right. Now, let's see. I got to get to this, and I need to have a private conversation with Quimber.
Yay.
Now, I don't think I still have permission to move us back and forth. I can't drag me to group one. It says it's locked to me. So Nado or Kaitos, whoever owns it, can you drag me and Bondi?
It's me. Give me 1 second to.
All right.
Talking about this, when I was walking into the Renaissance Festival, nerd alert, right? Last weekend, I heard the group behind us and somebody yelled, "Don't split the party!" And I just started laughing. I'm like, I get that reference.
That is so freaking funny. Don't split the party.
That's classic. That is classic.
I couldn't see them. I just heard it from somewhere in the distance. Don't split the party.
I'm gonna
like,
go next
"Put it
weekend out here.
Manel, try it. Manel, try it now.
Okay. You see, it
I
still
was,
says it's
I was
locked,
hanging
but I'll try.
last night with a girl that works there,
Oh, cool.
so we were all talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
No.
I just met.
You should be able to now. Group 1.
I just met somebody who works at the Dragon Con and told us about a secret place to hang out. I'm like, we got the hookup now.
Well, I wonder if I
Yeah.
have to log out and log back in.
No, I added you. You should be able to do it.
They also run the Star Wars track, so we got to hook
I
up.
want to take a minute to get that right so you can do it from now on.
Yeah, I can't do it at the
In
moment.
fact, we might get in the.
Okay, wait.
Our costumes are good enough.
Yeah. They will be.
When is that again?
Try it now.
Okay. I can't drag anyone. I can't even drag myself around. What's going on?
Oh, wait. Save changes. Oh, here. Move members. Now try it.
No, I still can't. Is that what you do? You just drag your
Yeah. Click somebody and drag them into group 1.
I can't drag anybody anywhere. Can't
All
even
right.
drag myself.
All right.
You have to log out and back in or something.
No.
Doing that too.
Well, no. Once I change it, you should be able to do it. All right. You need yourself and who in there?
Just me and Bondi.
Aha.
I
They go.
Shoot, I gotta go to the setting up thing, or the video's all jacked up. I want to give him permission to do that, because otherwise we can't tell when they're done.
Oh yeah. I could say message on Telegram.
Yeah.
Somebody could post something to Telegram. Let's see. I got Telegram up. I'll tell it.
He should be able to move them out of there, though.
Yeah, they should be able to regain the right or rejoin the regular group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to be careful with this Knob Creek 101, buddy. $100 it'll whoop you.
He said, "Back, please. Can you drag them?"
There you go.
Now you guys should be able to just, when you're done, just click on the lobby and come back.
I tried to drag me up there, and
You wouldn't have to drag yourself. You would just click the lobby and you would be in there.
Okay.
And it looks like both you have to reinstate your video.
Oh.
Yeah, your videos.
Wow.
Did that work?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Are we in the right windows, Nato?
We will be as soon as Minel comes in.
Okay.
Back. Okay. So, all right, now I got to minimize some stuff. Get back to where I was. Okay. So, you guys are resting, and then, time goes by. So, you get a full night's rest, all of you. So you get all your spell slots back. Your hit points go to max.
Excellent.
Yep. So as you guys are laying there, basically, through exhaustion. Let me just. Hold on to that. Through exhaustion, sleep did not come easy to you. Around the tent fire, the praise of your fellow Hanataz rang pleasantly in your ears until the frightening events of the collapse of Mother and Quimber. Even once the watch had been sent to you and allowed some time to rest, the condition of your fellow troop members. The ear goes on during the night, and the frosty breeze kept you from truly refreshing slumber. Still, you managed at least enough fulfillment rest for a long night before being roughly roused by Borag for what would be, what's coming up. So Borag shows up to your tent. All right, and again, I need to get moved.
Ooh, we get to roll a GUI roll yet?
Oh, we'll do that in a minute. We'll combine two things. Hang on, let me just read this. I'm supposed to read this just to Quimber only, but let me see if there's anything in here that. I can't do it.
You might be able to send it in a private chat.
I'll do this one in a private chat.
Do you know how?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
All right,
I'm
you should
looking
have
at
got
it.
something.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Uh,
so that's you.
okay, got it.
Okay. So then, as that happens to you, you can see. So actually, I'll play the rest of it. For the rest of it, it's not specific to just Quember. So as you awake, Quember, you see both Anton and Salvar are still trying to figure out what's wrong with Mother Sylvenza and Vezi. They're still not awake, and they're not, basically but they're surprised. They're happy that you're awake. They're like, oh my gosh, thank you, you know, that thank the gods that you actually have come to. They're like, but we've been told that you need to be heading back to to the tent where your compadres are. Uh, but Mother Savenza is still in a comatose with a damp cloth over her forehead and incense burning, and Vezi is still unresponsive. But he basically goes, head back to where your group is. I'm sure they're going to want to know what's going on. So
Where are they
and
exactly?
they point to the tent right over there. They camp.
Okay.
They crash right over there. And as you walk out, you can the Manicore and the Owlbear are gone for the night, but you see Borag. While as you're walking, Borag's kind of walking. As you see, Borag is over by the tent where you're supposed to go meet the rest of the group.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of like wander over there.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Okay. Are they awake yet?
Yeah. So as you kind of walk in, Borag's kind of saying, "Wake up, boys." And the rest of you guys are now starting to wake up. So as you finally start to clear the cobwebs, the rest of you guys are all kind of looking up, fully awake. You can actually see there's Quember standing next to Borag. Borag kind of looks at you, kind of smiles gently at you. Quember puts his arm around you and says, "Glad you're back with the living, son. Back with the living."
Just barely, I'd say.
Barely. So he says, he tells you, "Why don't you sit down with the rest of the guys?" So the rest of you guys are like rubbing your eyes, like, "Wow, man, Quember's back. Quember's back."
Yeah, but I don't know. I think there's some pretty bad stuff happening. I had like a vision while I was passed out, or maybe I wasn't passed out. I don't even know. Like, it felt like I was transported somewhere else or something like that. I was laying on a cold surface and looking up at the sky, and I felt like I was laying in some kind of liquid or something like that, and I was completely naked. And I looked up in the sky and I saw these flashes of like sort of like thunder or something happening in the sky, but there wasn't any sound. It was like the clouds themselves, this dark cloud of stuff in the sky was absorbing the sound or something weird like that. I couldn't hear it. I could just see it flashing. And then when I looked down, I realized I wasn't just laying in some liquid. It was actually like blood. I was laying in a pool of blood. And it was so foul. It was so disgusting. I couldn't help but like feel this like bile in my throat, and I threw up, and I kept throwing up, and I kept throwing up. And then I just woke up from the whole thing. Is that accurate, Minel? Did I miss something?
I can't tell you what to say on that.
Okay.
Remember, I told you that. I can't.
It was
tell
all
you what to say.
hazy and fuzzy
He
and
drank too much.
yeah. I don't know what it means, but I came back, and man, do I have a headache.
So as you're telling the rest of your troop what you've heard, Borag's kind of listening very attentively of what you're saying, and he's kind of like, he's trying to, and you can see the little gears in his mind going, is this just a normal dream, or is there more going on here? I don't know. This could just be a regular dream from the chaos. He's like, we won't know until Mother comes up. So Borag's got a couple of satchels in his hand, and he basically drops them at his feet, and he gathers all of you around in a tight huddle, and he goes, as his voice lowers, as to be kind of a conspirable whisper. He goes, his massive arms wrap nearly all of you in his embrace. He's a big guy. My Zadis, you have done so much for the troop already, but I fear there is more I need from you. He pauses as his eyes meet each of yours in turn before continuing. Something threatens the blue veil, something we have not seen before. Calnisses, Cray, and I are set to ride out very soon. We won't be gone more than a few hours, but in that time there is something in the utmost of importance that you must do for me. He goes, first, he goes, let me reward you with these items we have collected over time. And we've basically been waiting for the right moment to present them to you. Based upon all of your admiration, that your bravery, your dedication to the troop, he goes, I'd like to present you with these. And he reaches into he basically reached down into the first sack and he pulls out these 3 rings, a scroll, and a glass jar. And he goes, I want you guys to have these. And let me throw those into the chat. I can find items.
No rest for the weary, huh?
Let's see if hopefully this works. I don't lose my screen. So he kind of insinuates and goes, Ventov, this would be probably good for you. And he hands you this ring of protection.
Oh.
AC and saving throws.
Nice.
Then he goes to Quember. Here, I want you to have this.
Ooh, yummy.
And he hands you this cleric scroll. And then he goes to Fleegan. He goes, I got a couple items for you. He goes, you might find this one to be fun.
Why does he get 2?
And he goes, have this, and he goes, and this might provide some value as well. And he hands you this item as well.
Oh, it's a ring. I thought it was an MMA belt.
So take a minute, and then he gets finally around to Fix, and he goes, oh, not to leave you out, Fix. He goes, I've got this for you as well. He goes, you might find this one to be very handy. And he hands you this ring.
Wait, who gets 2 things?
Me?
Kaitis did.
Okay.
Because I complained about being an underpowered rogue.
Well, basically, because you guys didn't do much adventuring in the other sections of the module, I was concerned about, there's a lot of magic items in there. You know, so I'm like,
That
all
we
right.
did not pick up.
Right,
yeah.
that you guys did not pick up.
We missed that whole last section. Yeah, yeah.
Well, you missed, all the spiders in the one section and then in the other tower. I'm like, but I'm looking at the monsters like, well, you're going to need some of this stuff. So I'm like, I just pulled with the module. I was like, I just started cherry picking. You guys missed this. Ah, this will go good. This will go good. This will go good. So I just cherry picked a bunch of stuff.
So,
That's a good ring.
future note, we don't have to look for stuff. The DM will give it to us.
Yeah.
Yes. However, you didn't get all the good stuff. Now, the only thing I want
Are we
to
there yet?
ask is, I think, Bondi, you picked up another ring that had 6 heals in it, didn't you?
What? When?
Shoot, I forgot to look at that
We have
ring.
stuff from the last module, and I don't have any of it.
Yeah,
written
let me
down.
look. I would have
There
put
was
it
something
my...
in there because I was digging through your character. I was digging through all your character sheets, looking to see what you guys had because I know Kaitis didn't have anything. And I thought you had something, Bondi, another
Ring
or
of
something
protection.
that had 6 heals
I have
in
an
it.
amulet.
Amulet. That's right. It was an amulet.
Okay.
I wanted to make sure that was
Yeah,
the
this
one.
amulet bears a symbol and several gods. Hanataz.
Oh, yeah.
It has 6 charges.
Let me
I
drag
only
that to my
have-
character
yeah,
sheet, buddy.
It recharges like two per day or something like that on a long rest.
The amulet regains. I have to roll for how many charges it
Okay.
regains. Oh boy. Okay. 2 additional spell slots. Nice. I already added those. I'm pretty sure.
Right. No, I know you did. I just wanted to make sure that you had that amulet.
Used to cast a spell. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Wait.
Thanks for
Okay.
the reminder. Yeah.
Yes. So make sure you get your characters updated. I'll give you guys maybe this is a nice break where you can add that stuff to your character sheet real quick.
Okay. What's the best way of doing that?
While I just keep drinking.
Find it in
Probably
the
copy paste the text and make a new
Or look it up in the compendium, because Ring of Protection in the compendium
yours
is
would be there,
exactly,
Ruffalo.
yeah.
I don't know if the other ones.
Yeah. My smoke bomb may not, but yeah,
Cleric
the other one.
scroll. I'll just copy this and put it in my description, in my bio.
I'm trying to figure out why the Ring of Protection didn't... Oh, wait. Armor class 19. Let me turn it off.
I'm putting in my
Oh, yeah.
bio
Yep.
under treasure.
Yeah, Ring of Jumping. The one I got was in the. I could
Oh,
drag it
nice.
in. Yeah. Let me do that as a matter of fact.
So I now have a 19 armor class, guys.
Jesus.
You're gonna need it.
Tanky.
Oh, I need to attune to the amulet. So
Yes, I was gonna get to that, but you guys, I think you can do what, 3 or 4 attunements per person. So I wasn't gonna be too concerned with that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Does the Ring of Jumping say I need attunement? Yes, attunement.
So all attunement really is just limiting the amount of magic items you may possibly use at any given moment.
Correct.
So
Yep.
Do I have to attune to my mace? My +5 mace?
Some require it, some don't. If you look up the item itself, it'll tell you if it requires attunement. And for like my Ring of Protection, it says yes. The description will say category, item rarity, modifiers, and then requires attunement, yes or no. So like my axe, let me look at my axe.
I don't think your axe did.
Because it depends. It depends if the bonus is based on magic or if it's based on craftsmanship.
Craftsmanship.
Yeah, I don't think the mace requires attunement. Yay. Okay.
So I'm just assuming each, well, other than Fleegan, each of you probably have 2 attunements, is my guess at this point.
And then smoke bomb. Let me see if that's in there. No. So I'll copy paste that.
And the magic items are here because the DM doesn't want to see the party get wiped on the first fight.
They're dying left and right on me. Jesus.
All right, let me know when you guys are ready.
I'm ready. I'm in.
I got ice cubes in my Yeti.
Nice.
It says that I can light the smoke bomb and 3 seconds later it goes off. How do I light the smoke bomb? I don't have a lighter.
This is one whiskey that you can go. Feel free to add ice to it.
I think you'd have to have a little tinder box. It takes a turn to, I think a turn to light something.
Okay, alright. Yep.
So you'd have to, we'll just assume
Unless we
you
already
pull
have a
the-
torch going.
Yeah, unless we have a torch. I think it's 1 turn to light a tinder. It's like lighting
Okay.
arrows on fire, same thing. Takes 1 turn to
Okay.
light the arrows, and then the next turn you get to shoot them.
Okay, alright, that makes sense. I can't just say I'm whipping a smoke bomb in the middle of the
That's
battle.
right. I'm gonna light it with my little Bic lighter, my Zippo.
Okay, but if there's torches around, yeah, I could boom, you know.
Right.
Okay. Or torch. And my Ring of Jumping, I can cast a jump spell as a bonus action.
That's
Be
cool.
a leaping fool, a
But it's-
hairless, tattooed leaping fool.
It's how many? Is it like once or twice per day or something like that? It's limited, though.
That's a good question. Let me look that up.
You're gonna be doing like Yoda Jedi moves.
Yeah. I didn't think it was unlimited. I thought, man,
Do
it
like
was
Yoda in the prequels.
Yeah.
That just doesn't look right.
just doesn't seem physically accurate.
But hey, Lucas got CGI. Let me see what it says. Ring of jumping. That is a very good question. I shouldn't be able to do it non-stop, but
Right.
it's not showing any limit. And the item you showed me didn't really say. It
Okay.
says at will.
Okay, that will. So you're Yoda. That's actually pretty cool.
The ring
Doesn't have
says, "This ring
charges?"
is the type that allows 2 uses per long rest.
2 per lot. I thought there was something
Alright,
there. I
alright,
thought I read
alright.
that, but
All right, the DM one, or the one in the player's handbook didn't say that. So all right.
No.
all right. Yeah, I thought there was. I'm like, boy, if you had that unlimited, they're like, dude.
Yeah, it says though there are varieties that allow the capability to be used more often, this ring is the type that
Okay.
allows 2 uses per long rest.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Do you remember the
All right.
defense in like Doom and Quake that was the circle strafe plus the jump at the same time?
Yeah, it's like bang,
Where you'd be
bang,
like circling around your enemy, but bang, boing,
Yes.
boinging up and down, impossible to hit.
Well, that's what. Remember when we were playing Sea of Thieves or whatever? There was people doing that to us. You know,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
just
yeah.
couldn't do anything. I was just getting whacked. It sucked. Even with a freaking scatter gun, I couldn't get them.
Yeah, what kills me is they were easily hitting us while they're
Yeah.
doing all that.
Yeah, because we're like standing there going, ah.
Exactly. Clearly, they played Quake, Doom, and have been spent 90% of their childhood life doing this.
Halo. Yeah.
All right. So then Borag reaches into the second satchel and he pulls out a ring, and he kind of looks at it with admiration, and you can tell this ring is very important. He hands it to Fix, and you can tell that he's handing it to not like take this. So it's kind of a reluctantly, and he goes, he hands it to you, and he goes, once again, Borag looks each of you in turn. Now, he says, his expression's deadly serious. You are to leave at once and head into the woods to the south. There is a place where I need you to go. It is a glade with an old gnarled willow at its center. The trek is short, less than a mile. He reaches into his satchel and he hands you, he produces tightly rolled scrolls, sealed on the piece of the parchment. Then he hands you a map. He unfolds this parchment to reveal a crudely sketched map. I'll show that to you. Okay, so you should have a map.
Yep.
And you can see at the top, see where it's marked Carnival. And
Yeah.
then you can see Old Cottage in the middle. And then the lower left, it says
Willow.
Willow.
So he unfolds this crudely sketched map.
Huh.
Willow
This
Ufgood.
This map will guide you to the glade. He goes, once you find it, you will approach the willow. Find the symbol of Jinx. Hold the ring before it and speak the words, freedom lies in truth. Fix, freedom lies in truth. This will temporarily lift the magic that guards the place. Afterward, a large knothole will become plain to you. Place these scrolls in the knothole and take any scrolls that are for our troop. Leave when you have done the deed. The niche will close and remain hidden to all those with a Ferdinand ring who know the words of passage. So basically, it's very similar to, going back to when we were playing with Kitus. This allows the troop to communicate with each other. So
Cool.
they know what's going on. So he hands Fix the ring. Here's the bravado ring. So it's
Oh, so we can write stuff on the scroll and they get it, is what you're saying.
basically, yeah. So he's handing you guys 3 scrolls. I thought I had a picture of that. He's handing you guys 3 scrolls, and he wants you to deposit these scrolls into the tree, and then look to see in the tree if there's scrolls that are addressed to the blue trophy.
Oh, it's like one of those tube things that you like.
Yeah, it's a tube thing, exactly. So I don't. So So one of the scrolls is not sealed, and the other two are sealed. So, um, yeah. So basically, so two of the scrolls are sealed in wax with the signet of the red wagons, and the other one is a yellow lanterns, and the last scroll is unsealed. And he looks back at you and he goes, it's imperative that you leave these three scrolls there and take only the scrolls which have the mark of the blue veil on them. He looks around as if expecting to catch someone eavesdropping before stepping back from you. I have informed Brayan of your mission, and there are none that I trust more to complete this task. You make us very proud. Lastly, and hear me, I have begun to this. I have been to this place a number of times. The woods have danger, but nothing you can't handle. But I have never gone on this fearful day of the dark tide. Remember, this is the dark tide where all craziness shit's happening. Be on your guard. There is foulness in the woods.
Can we take the owl bear?
You say that to Borag?
No, I don't say that to
Several other mythical creatures.
All right. So what do you guys do?
Are we all prepped with hit points and all that jazz?
That's up to you. You should be. You should have max hit points.
Yeah.
All of your spell slots should be now available back to you. Whether you casted stuff on your rings or not, you generated some of the usage from those.
5 slots. Haha.
Am I wearing this ring?
I don't
guess.
think I don't think you'd want to wear the bravado ring. I think you just want to hold on to it until you need it. Otherwise, you got to attune to that one too. I thought.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if it would even grant you the powers.
So.
But it's you don't want to lose this ring.
Yeah,
This is almost as important as your life.
That's why I was thinking about, should I wear it?
Well, you can wear it and just don't attune to it.
Right. Just it's better than keeping it in your pocket or something.
Okay, I gotta take a bathroom break. You want a break?
Okay. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, we take a short break.
Yeah.
Refill.
I'm gonna go pee out the door.
It's like you're at hunting camp.
I love my man cave.
Me too. I live in here.
At first I thought, well, it's a little ways, so it is kind of an inconvenience to come out here. It's like, but once I'm out here, it's just kind of nice. The only thing I don't have is a refrigerator and a microwave, but I might add that.
You got a browser tab that you can go to.
Yeah.
Go to Twitch tracker.
Okay. .com.
Yeah. And when you get there, there's like a search at the top.
Yep. Got it. Channel
You can
game.
Coach Nato all together.
Okay. Search.
It gives you like stats on the channel and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Found an exact match. Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, slowly but surely.
Yeah.
It's been fun. Pretty much every time I hit the go live, there's someone around.
Right. Man, that's a lot of stats. You can look up anyone like that, eh?
Yep, you can look up anybody, and what their history is, and how they, where they started.
Ah. Let's see if I can find. See if I can look up the grandkid. Here he is. I Cam the man.
Tell me what his average viewers are.
Average viewers are 19.
I think I'm at 24. Did it say 24?
I couldn't even look at that. Peak viewers 44. Huh. Here's back up. Average viewers 13. Peak viewers 26. Still pretty cool. Okay. I'm just going to show these to the guys. It's not really all that important, but you can see
The red wagons and yellow lanterns.
scrolls. Yeah, the two scrolls. The other one is unsealed. Okay. Go to the next section.
Oh, because you got to go by the month.
Give me 1 second. I'm updating your characters here a second.
And Minel, whenever I think you have to go into your subscription and use the credit to activate your subscriptions. Just
I will
whenever
after
that.
this.
If yeah, if you don't need it tonight, no big deal. But I think you have to activate it.
Okay. Hopefully this will work for a little while. Kind of one of the little odd things I found about. Okay. All right. Oh, we're waiting for Mommy. Gotcha. This will still be fine for tonight. This will be fun. If I don't like
So
it,
we
I
have-
just show you. Go ahead.
We haven't talked about these scrolls yet, right?
No, like I said, one's unsealed. You know, Borag clearly
Oh,
walked away.
Okay.
So he had
These
to
are
use
the
three-
scrolls that we're delivering. Gotcha.
That's right. He handed 3 scrolls. 2 of them are sealed. 1 of them is not sealed.
Okay, and these are the 2 sealed ones.
Yes.
The picture that you put up. Okay.
Yeah, I just threw. They gave it to me. I'm like, all right, well, I guess
All
I'll
right.
show it. There's not much to,
Yeah.
there's not
All
much
right.
to say about it.
I was just making sure there wasn't something else we got or something.
Nope.
All right.
And then he handed you the map. He fixed the ring. and said, "Get here, say these words, and deposit the 3 scrolls. Take anything that's for us.
Get back.
Hmm
Get back.
Get back alive."
Get back to where you once belonged.
Great tune.
Get back, JoJo.
You know, remember watching the Titus? You remember that? That was actually a protest song.
Yeah, yeah,
When
it was.
they first wrote it, it was "Get the hell out of the UK, Pakistanis. We hate you."
Yeah, yeah, yeah. JoJo was a man who was a Pakistani, like when he was first singing it, right? Those were his
Uh-huh.
lyrics. Yeah.
That was so fun to watch that. I really enjoyed
Yeah,
that.
because there were all kinds of anti-immigrant things going on at the time.
Right. But it was just kind of fun to see the complete development of certain songs. You know what I mean? As you know, they just sit down and just start make. They had the rhythm in their head. They'd hum it. They didn't have the words to it.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da. Now we got to find words that match these rhythmatic sequences.
Yep, yep. It was great.
Genesis and Phil Collins that was their style of writing music, and Sussudio was him.
This was something in his head.
It was something he did when he was just doing the blather round, and then just never. It sounded good, so he just left Sussudio into the junk language he came up with.
Filler.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a filler. And I think they even had fillers. The Beatles even had little fillers for something that rhymes with this. You know, filler.
Oh,
for
you're
this.
talking about the Beatles? That's
make-
funny.
Yeah, it was on. I can't remember. It was Amazon or something, but it was the last. It was the. They planned on doing a movie of
The whole
the
thing.
last. Yeah, the last sequence or that the rooftop.
Yeah.
You know, and they
Apple Music.
had it was great.
That was legendary. Before that documentary came out, it was like in Beatles lore, that was like a legendary thing. And because I'm such a like fanatic about that stuff, seeing the documentary was just mind blowing. I was like,
Yeah.
wow, that's like when what's his face, the keyboardist comes in.
Phil
Amazing.
What's
Not
his
Phil
name?
Spector.
No.
No. I know who you mean.
Oh my God. What's his name?
They debated making him a member, and they're like, it's hard enough with 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was. But he brought such. Oh my God, the music changed.
Yeah.
Well, and he
Yeah.
brought forth professionalism, right? Because
Yeah.
they were able to
Right.
be, fucked up around each other. But as soon as there was another person around, they had to be responsible again. They had to show up and they had to deliver, right?
Yep.
So he was perfect for them at the time. They needed him, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's
Well,
just.
not only that, Lennon was bitching. Well, I don't want to have to play the keyboards again.
Yeah.
You know, type of thing. It's like I can't play guitar and keyboard. Well, it's nice to have someone just do the keyboard.
The surprising thing was like how awesome McCartney really is.
Yes.
Yeah.
That really did elevate
in
his
terms of,
status
like,
as a
just
professional.
capability, like,
Billy
just-
Preston.
Billy
Billy
Preston.
Preston. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. I mean, that blew me away. I people had like made all these arguments in the past, like, oh no, McCartney, Lennon, blah blah blah. But like seeing the documentary, you're just like, that guy just has
McCartney was
raw
art, yeah.
talent, like
Yep.
crazy talented guy. And
Agreed.
I think he did his best to try and not be too pushy around those dudes, but man, they were like whiny. Fucking
Well,
George-
he
Yeah.
did
George
get
He
on.
was
Harrison
so bossy, but he had so many ideas too.
Yeah.
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 I mean, he got on Ringo a few times, not in that, but prior to that episode, Ringo walked out several times because McCartney's like, no,
Really?
play it like this, and he's up there playing it. No, play it
Yeah.
like I want you to play. But then
Yeah.
he's like, I thought I was the drummer.
Yeah.
You know?
Can you imagine their late career jealousy of Ringo being able to be in Caveman
Yeah.
with Raquel Welch?
Oh
Yeah.
man.
I took a Luna Lana.
That's right.
Oh my God.
How did you quote that?
I don't
Holy
remember
Christmas.
this movie at all.
He saw it 47 times
That's right. It's cult lore.
with some
I just remember
lotion.
some of the, and it's Zug, yeah, Atuk Aluna Lana,
Holy cow.
and it's Atuk Zug Zug.
That's right. I took Zug Zug. That's right. I took Zug Zug. Oh my God, that's funny. All right. Back to. All right. So what are you guys gonna do? Borag walked away. He handed you the map. He gave you 3 scrolls, 2 sealed, 1 unsealed. Gave you the ring. He gave you those extra little goodies.
We got the
And
map.
got the map.
We're ready to head out.
I think we're heading out.
Okay. All right. So you look at the map and you're like, huh, this is just south. It's not too far. We're from where. No, it's actually a little bit further on the east side where Fix got accosted by that hot chick.
Yeah, it's
So-
not like we got away with any gold from our last adventure, so
No. So you basically start heading over.
Are they
And-
taking the entire carnival
12
down,
gold.
down, by the way, at this point? Like, what's the status?
So if you remember, the constable gave them an extra day.
Uh-huh.
So the carnival will start coming down either today or tomorrow.
Okay.
Depends on what's going on.
Just wanted to know if the Tent of Bales was still active at this point.
The tent, the tent's up, but there's really not much activity. Everybody is,
Right.
everyone's still. Mother Sylvenza and what's her name, Zevi are still unconscious. So the troops kind of in the air of what to do, and you heard Borag's taking. There's 3 people going on this emergency quest that you're not even aware of. He basically said, we got to go for a couple hours. We're going to go somewhere. We'll be back. So, and the constable said, you got, because you brought back the little girl from the town, he's now giving you guys a little leniency that say, don't have all your crap packed up immediately. I'm going to give you some leniency. Take an extra day if you need it. So the troop does have an extra day. All right. Moving to the next adventure. We even got sound. I didn't even have to start it. It's current. As soon as I put it on this, it starts it. Okay, so you guys should see a small area if I did this right.
yeah.
Pretty small.
Yeah, I even shrunk your characters because they wanted to be so big. And I took the grids off and everything else. Otherwise, your characters were like this big on these grids that were like 50 feet. So you were like 50
Oh,
feet
wow.
inside the grid. Pretty crazy. So I
Oh,
shrunk
Jesus.
everybody down. Yeah. So I had to shrink everybody down. So you basically start heading over to the dark wood. I've got an illustration for that too. And of course it's Gary.
Creepy.
Okay. So the strengthening rays of the soul do little to push back the crisp chill that hangs in the air after the biting wind from the night before. You can feel your clothing and your armor weighing down with each passing minute from the melting frost that coats the tree limbs that you brush against. It doesn't take long before your garments are almost completely soaked. The intricate songs of birds serenade you as you trudge along the winding deer trail, heading south away from the camp. Your progress is slow as you navigate your way through small patches of brush and dense thicket. As you gingerly pick your way through a particular sharp stand of the thorn bushes, you come across a small clearing. So each of you roll a survival check. Oh, I gotta look over here.
Are you sure I can't attune that ring?
It's Borag's ring. Okay.
Hang on, I gotta roll mine.
Okay. All right. So Okay, so basically, Fix, you notice that, and unfortunately for music, the birds all of a sudden stop chirping. That's all you notice.
Hey,
Like
can we do
right
our
here
GUI
around
roll?
us.
Pardon?
I was saying, can we do our GUI roll?
Oh yeah. Actually, do your GUI roll. D20. Everyone roll a D20. Thank you for reminding me. I was going to do that when we handed out the.
Nice
Ooh,
roll, Quimber.
Quimber.
Jeez.
Yeah. Okay. No GUI reports.
Look at the color of your dice shows up in the chat too. Getting fancy.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
I just noticed that.
How did I get this
That
frickin'
Hasbro money.
brown color? The hell?
You could change it.
I know. I'm gonna change it.
All right. So what do? You notice the birds have stopped chirping.
Not
So
good.
we're gonna.
Oh, it's my turn. Hang on. I'm going to. Oh wait. Sorry. Were you specifically asking Fix? Or are you
No,
asking all
no.
of them?
Just asking in
Oh.
general.
I have my thieves abilities. So one of my thieves abilities is the thieves can't, and I can while we're like marching here, as we're traveling, I can look for markings right on the woods or on the trees and things from other thieves, and they might mark a dangerous territory or loot nearby. Easy marks or a safe haven nearby, things like that.
Okay.
So
That were
things
that are
a thief might
specific.
tell another thief.
Okay. All right. Okay. So you don't notice anything.
Okay.
I'm going to turn that music down a little bit. Pretty loud.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Okay.
I guess we're just gonna have to start marching south, right? Because we're looking for a cabin or something from that map. Will show us like we're
Yep.
halfway.
We'll hit the cabin first, and
Yeah.
then the willow tree.
All right. So let me see how this works. Okay. So I opened up a larger area,
Uh-huh.
so you guys can see. So move your characters a little bit where you want to go.
He's moving him is like that's 30 feet right there.
Yeah. Make sure you get your marching orders straightened out. I mean, you are in the wilderness after all. And you
Yeah.
know how that works.
Fleegan,
So
you
then-
got 12 hit points total?
13. Oh wait. 13.
I think for this, I'm going to
Fix?
turn
Oh,
off
I'm looking
all of
at
your
Fix.
late.
Yeah, I'm 12.
Oh, wow,
Right.
okay.
You guys know what your icons look like, right?
Yeah,
I'm going to turn off the templates.
names. Yeah, the names.
Nameplates.
Yeah.
There we go.
I turned them all on for the troop, so you guys, will remember who's everybody, but you guys know yourself. Okay, that makes it a little easier to see. So as you guys are walking, you all of a sudden start to hear all this cracking and crumbling coming from the woods. And you're like, what? And it's coming right from up the trail, right up the trail head. And got to get the right layer here.
Say move to the side and ambush him as he comes in.
Can we jump in the side and hide?
They have already noticed you. So they have already taken notice to you, and they are heading your general direction already.
And
What the hell are
these
they?
giant bugs, what are they?
I will show you the handout.
But they're like 90 feet away right now, right?
Freaking cockroaches or something.
Ooh.
Oh, that looks
Yeah,
scary.
they're pretty close. I don't know if that's their actual size because all the tokens on this are just enormous. But
okay.
I will find out in a minute if their size is
Yeah,
large.
look at their character sheet, it'll tell you.
Well, I'm gonna launch at him from a distance because my spells can go pretty far.
I got a couple that can go pretty far, depending on how tough they are, though. That's the thing. I don't want to waste them.
Well, mine are cantrips, so as soon as they came into sight, I'm launching at one. So it's
Yeah.
gonna take him around to get into attacking distance before we have to roll
And
initiative.
I definitely need to know their size before I can suss out whether I want to
You
use
know,
this spell.
it's interesting. It just says small monstrosity. It doesn't. I can't
He's
tell
like
if
an
that is.
oxymoron. To me.
I know.
Yeah.
I do not think that means what you think it means.
I know exactly. It doesn't give me a. It doesn't say small meal. It just says small monstrosity.
Okay, I'm
So-
gonna look it up right now.
Yeah, bramble creepers.
Small monstrosity 5e. Let's see. It's
I would say they're probably on the. Let me go back to that picture. Look at that picture again. They don't look huge. If you look at that picture,
Or like dog size,
well,
maybe.
you know,
They're-
based on their hit points, Minel, what would you say their size is?
medium size.
Okay, medium sized.
So a large dog.
So no,
Maybe a horse.
yeah. So I mean,
or-
or no, not a horse. Smaller than that, I would say. You know, they probably come up to your, well, a human up to your chest. Would be my guess. That's what I said. I don't like the way they did the tokens in here, but whatever.
Can I still take a pot shot at one before they get close enough to attack us?
Yes, I'll let you. Yes, I'll let you.
Oh, okay. I'm just looking at monstrosity. It just seems like that's a category of things. So if it's a small monstrosity, then it's a small thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Monstrosities are just things like owlbears that have been created through magical experimentation or the product of
makes
terrible
sense.
curses. That's what a monstrosity is.
All right. So you get. See if they have any.
My dude is really short. I'm 3'9". That's short.
Yeah, that's really short.
'Cause I'm calculating my jump distance.
Oh, is it
I
by
have
your
mid-
height?
Strength and like no height, so I practically can throw myself a long way.
All right. So. Fix takes a pot shot at one of these. Which one do you target? The left or the right?
The one on the left. Yeah, the left.
Okay. So you issue this. You cast this firebolt and you hit it, and it clearly hits. But you can tell it hurts, but it does not kill it. You did 5 points of damage.
Yep.
So what are we doing? Are we rolling initiative?
Yeah.
or...
Now we're gonna roll initiative. So let me get that up. I'm so used to working on this screen. Where is initiative on this screen? I don't have initiative. Oh, there it is. Turn order. Okay, turn order is up.
Okay, rolling initiative.
Okay, let me. We got everyone? Legan.
I clicked on mine. Let's see.
You had a 16. Just roll another one, and I'll add the 16.
All right.
There it goes. And we had a 16. Okay. All right. So the brambling critters come roaring through. They heard you coming through. It's kind of like they're laying in wait, waiting to see how close you'd get. and they came as you got closer and closer. They just kind of waited and waited, and
So we kind of got ambushed, kind of.
a little bit. In fact, it was a surprise, but because of the distance, I'm not going to get too technical. I gave Omen a first shot, but technically you were surprised. You didn't see it coming. So they're going to have to attack Ventoff. He's right in front. So both of them are going to go after Ventoff. Get their character sheets up. And they're each going to take first one's going to basically come charging at him. He's got these nasty looking claws. And he hits you for 7 points of damage. He just comes right across your chest. Does 7 points of damage across your chest.
19.
For 7 points of damage.
19 armor class.
Yep, you rolled a 23.
Okay.
And the other one's going to bite you. Another 23 for 7 points of damage.
What?
I rolled two 18s.
I'm close to death.
Close to death.
Got pounded, man.
Yeah, so these two just
I'm the meat shield.
roaring in. So Fleegan.
That's my job, guys.
They're roaring in. I'm gonna have to do a distance attack, I guess. Although one is close to Nato because it hit him, or was it a range attack that hit Nato?
Well, they're both right on top. So they're both
Okay.
it's claw and bite.
Okay. Okay, so then I guess I'm gonna get my sneak attack.
Yes, you would.
So I am going to. What is my range? Because based on the damage they did to him, I'd rather not engage in hand to hand. So I'm gonna use. I have a short bow. With 20 arrows. I will use my short bow. I'm gonna fire it. Let's see.
Okay.
Here it is. Sorry, I clicked on the wrong one.
All right,
Short
which
bow.
one are you attacking?
The one on the right.
Oh.
Oh,
Was it that bad?
the humility of it all.
That was bad.
That was bad. Let me go look up. Let's see.
You get a +6.
A +6.
Yeah, critical failure on range.
Ooh.
We all die here. Let's go on to the next adventure.
Yeah.
Range attacks. All right. Let's see what's going to happen here. Let's make it interesting. Okay. So basically, you let loose on your bow, and as it comes forward, the arrow continues to shoot, and it clearly misses, but the bowstring came undone on your bow.
Okay. All right.
So you've lost the use. It takes a turn to restring your bow, or it takes a minute to restring your bow.
Minute. Oh boy.
Yeah. It came unraveled. You know, at the top, how you have to have a special knot at the top of your bow on the notch.
Okay.
That raveling came undone, and now you've got a half of it's connected, the other half is not.
All right.
Quember.
Okay, I'm going to move up next to Ventov, so I can kind of be a shield here and engage the other creature, or whatever.
One that has not been hit.
Yes.
The right-hand side.
I'm not going to attack. I'm going to cast a spell on Ventov. It is Dispel Shield of Faith.
Okay.
So I'm going to cast that on Ventov, and then that's all I can do. I think.
Okay. Granting +2 bonus to armor class for the duration. However, what is the duration?
Concentration.
Yeah, up to 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Okay. 10 minutes. So that's a long time as long as you maintain that concentration.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Ventov.
Is either one of these damaged? Did one of them get hit?
Yes.
You-
6 hit the one on the left.
All right, so I will attack that one
Okay.
with my two-handed.
Nice.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's a hit. Okay, so you come in with your two-handed sword and you hit it. I mean, you cut into the wood, you cut into the side of it, you cut into the trunk, and you can see you visibly damaged it. It's not dead; it's still alive, but you can see it's severely injured. It's severely injured, and it's still able to move.
Okay.
It's still angry.
I also think I can do a bonus action. Second wind. Yeah, as a bonus action, I can roll 1d10 plus my fighter level.
Okay.
So 1d10 plus 1 gives me 9 points of temporary hit points.
Okay. So put that in the temporary section.
Yep.
How long does that hold for?
Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I put it in the chat. I think I have it.
Well, temporary is exactly that. You have a limited
No, they're regain hit points.
Oh, that is. That's not temporary. That's regain
Yeah.
hit points.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So
Okay.
it's back up to 14.
Okay.
Good
All
roll.
right. Good roll. All right, Fix. You're up.
And firebolt.
On which one?
Same one. And I rolled a 1.
Oh,
Holy cow.
yeah. Holy cow is right. Let me see if I can find. Let's see. That was arranged. Let's say that's arranged.
you guys suck at being random.
Yeah.
I could write a better random number generator.
Actually, Omen, let's go with Wild Magic. How about that? I've been pretty reluctant on calling you out on Wild Magic.
Well, I went draconic instead of wild magic.
We're going to use Wild Magic
All right, that works.
on the one. Because otherwise you have a bowstring or a muscle pulled.
Yeah.
Or let's
you
go
want me to
Wild
roll?
Magic. Yep, go ahead, Roland.
What is it?
It is a spell he's casting. So.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Is it
I
a
know.
die? Is it a die 20?
Well, no, I don't have the table.
Hold on just a second.
You rolled a 20?
No, it's
No,
a
Or
it's
two?
a I think it's a die 20. Hold on. It's in
Wild
here. Give me a
magic.
second.
Wild Magic Table 5e.
Table's 104.
Minel, you gotta roll a D100.
But I roll.
I'm going to let him roll it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He'll just, it'll show up on the screen. And he can interpret what happens.
So what is that? 8?
8. A true 8.
cast Fireball as a 3rd level spell centered on yourself?
Oh my god.
Shit.
What?
We're all dead.
Oh my god.
We're all dead.
Because we're standing next to you?
I gotta pee.
Oh, shit.
All right, let's roll another one. That sounds pretty brutal.
Yeah, that
No,
would've
we
killed-
should die.
Yeah.
We'll just start them again.
I mean, we could probably figure it out depending on how much
That'd be
damage it
3D.
causes.
Yeah, I don't know what a fireball. Fireball is brutal at 3rd level.
Yeah. At 3rd level,
Guys, yeah.
3rd
everybody
level?
hates
You're only
that.
1st level.
that's why I said we would all
Shit.
die. I'm telling you, we would all die. Hold on.
When you
That's
cast a
crazy.
spell using a spell slot of 4th level or higher, the damage increases by 1d6. Has to be 4th level or higher. So 3rd level would be the target takes 8d6 fire damage on a failed save. Oh,
8d6 on a
And
failed
half
save.
on a
oh,
save.
half on a successful save.
Except for
4d6.
me, because I actually have resistance to fire.
Everybody else but
Dude.
you.
Like,
Whoa.
Your entire
it's
party.
like dropping a grenade in the middle
Yeah.
of like your
Yeah.
Your foxhole. You're in a foxhole.
Yeah.
You pull the pin. You
Oh,
drop it. Oh
God.
shit.
Well, just mark it down. We died once already.
Well, we might not all die. We could play it out and see what happens.
I say we play it
don't-
out. Yeah.
If I don't die, I can revive people and stuff like
oh,
that.
why you wanna
I
Am I
died.
dead?
I can jump
really-
like a fool.
I don't know, man. We could try and just see what happens. If we all die, then we all die, then we just like reset.
Well, let's
Re-
roll again. Let's see
Return to
what we
last
can
save
find.
game.
So that,
26 points of damage.
Hold
Okay,
on.
that could be worse. That could be worse.
Could
There's
be
a lot
worse
of
if we
ones and
save.
twos
You gotta
and
save
threes.
for half. 13.
We gotta save
So
for
by
half.
default,
Okay.
Fix is dead.
well,
or
no,
Fix
no,
is
no, no.
unconscious.
He's
No,
No,
no.
you got
no.
fire resistance.
Yeah.
What are we rolling? What ability?
It'd be.
Because as a
well,
gnome,
yeah.
I have advantage on rolls against magic.
Well, then you'd be rolling at advantage, but the save is
It'd
a.
be against
I
your
think it's a-
DC. It's against your
Yeah.
DC. What's yours, Almond?
what do you
We
mean
got-
your DC?
In his character sheet, there's a DC.
14.
Oh, so you have to roll
14?
against a 14.
Yeah.
Is it
We
wisdom,
probably
charisma,
roll-
intelligence, constitution?
No,
What
that's a
do we
good
roll?
question. I'm trying to
Maybe
figure that out.
Arcana. Arcana is hint. If we're rolling
Hold
against
on.
Arcana.
Save throw.
No, you got to roll against your saving throws. Are
It could be a
based on your-
wisdom.
No,
no,
it's.
intelligence.
I'm thinking. I don't know what. We have to look that one up. Somebody look that up.
Alright, it
Do
would
it.
be
Get
5D
technical.
roll against Fireball.
Dex. Depends on the caster.
It is a dexterity because you're just trying to get the hell out of here, I guess, right? Like
Yeah.
a grenade.
Actually, that makes sense. You're right.
does.
That makes sense.
Wait, wait, wait.
Um,
It says.
okay.
It depends on the caster. Spellcasters.
Well, that's what we're rolling again, or that's what
Yeah.
the number we have to hit. Is
So we have to
your-
beat
14.
a
Spell
14
save.
plus whatever bonus we get on dexterity.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry.
Okay.
Where do you look up your spell save?
It's
It was. Go
it's
ahead.
on your spells. It says
Oh,
spell save
okay.
DC right at the top.
Oh, gotcha. Yep. And yours is
and your
what? Sorry.
ability. 14.
14.
So we got to roll Dex, and we got to hit 14.
Yes.
All right.
And that's just not to die. Or going. Well,
I
Here
mean,
we go.
actually, if you miss your save throw,
you're totally unconscious.
you are
and,
no,
like,
you're dead because it's double your hit points. So if you go, no. So who would be dead? Fleegan would be dead. Fix would. Oh, he's got resistance. So Fleegan
Yeah.
would be dead because if it goes twice your hit points,
Here we go.
He did it.
Oh, I did it.
so you still only. So you take half. So you're at 0. So you're still unconscious. Unconscious.
Oh
So
my
you're at
God.
0.
Hold on.
Okay, here I go. You
At least
say dexterity, right?
Yep.
I get a plus. Did I get +1 on
it
this?
should
I get
automatically put it in there.
Okay, I get a +1.
Yeah,
Here we go.
Oh.
13. So you are not dead, but you're at 0 hit points as
Yeah.
well.
Okay. We might have to
So right
reset
now,
this thing.
that's why I said you gotta play it out and see what happens. It's not looking good.
Fix drops the ball.
Bentov, roll.
Come on, Bentov.
15.
Yes.
So
Takes
Bentov,
half damage.
Well,
Take-
so
he's
far
got
we're
1.
not. So far we're not
Bentov's got 1 point.
really dead. We're only
No.
mostly dead.
Yeah. So Bentov, you got 1 hit point.
I suppose
Okay.
I have to roll save too, though.
But
You do. I think you have advantage. We have to look.
Your fire resistance.
No,
And I gotta-
no, but I'm looking and it's like I'm trying to find where that was again. I get extra damage if I use fire spells, but I don't see the. I thought there was a resistance that came with it as well, but I'm not seeing that.
And resistance to
Here's my
acid.
check.
I mean, if you have draconic resilience, you would think maybe.
Yeah, but that's the
It's your dragon-like scale.
yeah.
Wow, you probably have a better armor class without any armor on. You scaly bastard.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh,
as the
anyway.
fireball ignites, the 2 critters die.
Yeah, you killed him.
Oh yeah, great.
We're good then. He can bring us back as long as somebody's conscious. We can get out of this.
I would recommend.
I have a hit point.
Ventov's got 1. Yeah. Fix, did you?
Break out the smelling salts.
X rolled a 13, so what does that mean?
He didn't.
You didn't make
13
the
is
save.
Yeah, so he's.
Yeah.
Are you
I'm-
dead too?
I'm completely dead. That's 26 points of damage.
Oh, what's your hit points?
What's your total
12.
hit points? Yeah, so
12.
you'd be completely dead.
See, we can't keep playing
Yeah.
then.
No.
Maybe
So
just
we
make
have
him
to
unconscious. Otherwise, and then if not, it can bring us
Okay.
back.
Boogity
All right,
boogity boogity.
So the only one alive. So
How did the
this
dwarf
fire-
not take damage?
I did. I might have 1 hit point.
Or wasn't that from the attack, or that was even
No,
before?
that's left.
Okay.
No,
Okay. All right. We're
luckily
good.
he had just re-upped his hit points.
I used my
alright.
second wind.
Okay. I thought that was
Yeah.
from the attack. I was just like, then you're dead too.
No.
And Fix is
Okay.
so you're unconscious too, Kaitis?
I'm unconscious. I did not.
We all
I'm
are.
mostly dead. You're dead.
So I'm going to use this
So
ability I
fireball
have.
goes off. And basically, this fireball goes off in the middle of the group. You see the trees go flying, the monstrosities go flying. All of you guys are just woohoo, bodies in the air. Even Ventov's body goes rapping, hits a tree, and he kind of goes, "Oh shit!" He's kind of so Ventov kind of stands up, looks around. Shit! Everybody's just laying there out.
At least the creatures are out.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use this ability I have to give a pregame speech.
Your experience as a coach.
And inspire everybody to come back from the dead.
What
So
can
yeah,
you
honestly, what does he have to
Bentov?
do? can he do?
I can't do anything. I'm a freaking fighter.
There's got to be some kind
Yeah,
of
there
like
is.
You got
medical.
motion.
That's right. He can try.
Potions, what
So
do you got?
technically, the rule is you now have 3 turns. You have to roll a DC 10. That's on your character sheet. Remember that? There's a character
Yep.
sheet for saves. And
Yeah.
but
That's safe.
Bentov can apply medicine to stop you from dying.
What medicine?
There's a medicine roll.
searching the bodies, dude, because some of us have stuff that we
Well, the
use.
Dungeoneers pack would have some bandages and shit, right?
I have a potion of healing in my backpack.
Fliegenson.
Check it out.
Fliegenson. Stay still.
All right, so Ventoff, what are you gonna do?
Fuck. What? What? What do you mean? What am I gonna do? I don't know what to do. Does my dwarf know what to do?
Well, you have options. You can apply medicine, so you can try to bandage.
I'm going to apply medicine.
Well, you're gonna try to bandage up. There's a skill called medicine to stop the bleeding. Right? There's a roll on that.
It's on my
In real life, if somebody is bleeding, you don't have magic,
Right.
but you can still do something.
You can apply
Like I
compression.
I'd say,
And then
damn, you're
and then
bleeding.
Andy's got a potion of healing in his backpack
Yes.
that you do know now about.
Now that you remembered.
Now that you remembered.
Medicine. Here we go. I'm applying medicine. Double
Okay,
20.
So,
Rushed
who
it.
did you apply that to?
Everybody.
The cleric.
The cleric. So you do it to Quember. So Quember, you
How
now
does that help?
you don't have to roll anymore. You're done. So the other two have to roll a saving throw, a DC 10, to decide whether they got 3 turns, either pro or minus. Whether
Can
they
we click
they
on
retire.
death saves? I like
I
it.
have to go.
Oh, I did it.
So you got, and I think Alman, you make it with a 10, don't you? I think
I
it's
think
the
that's
DC 10.
Nowhere
Yeah,
does
so
it say the number. We just clicked on the button.
Yeah, so there's little bubbles on each side. One save yes, one save no. Right? I'm trying to remember the character sheets. Let me look at
Well,
your
there's
character
3 bubbles, yes, but it did
Yes.
not light up automatically for us like what happened. I think we have to click
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
You may have to click it, but you have each have one save so far.
Okay. So if we're
Okay.
assuming a 10 was it, a 16, I'm guessing
I
I
believe
had
it's
a
a
success.
DC. Yeah, I believe it's a DC 10. It's
Okay.
50-50. It's like flipping a coin at the end of the day.
Okay.
But you have 3 turns. Okay, so it goes back to now. So Bondi doesn't have to roll. He's truly unconscious. Now, but it takes a while to get 1 hit point back. I think it's like
Yeah,
an
if
hour.
you- 10 or higher, you succeed.
Yeah.
And if you roll a 20, you actually regain a hit point.
Ah, good
All
to
right.
know.
You have 1 success. Dick.
Yeah.
Right. So it's back to Nado. Yeah, so you've stopped the bleeding on Bondi. The other 2 are still bleeding. Back to Nado. Ventoff. Case you did not. I think medicine. I don't think it's a DC 10 for medicine.
I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah.
Okay, if we save 3 times, we're stable.
Right.
Yeah, but he can also try to bandage us.
Right.
Yeah.
But what is the bandage? What is the medicine? Medicine.
You can use your action to administer first aid to an unconscious creature and attempt to stabilize it, which requires a successful DC 10 Wisdom medicine check.
Okay, so you did
Oh, you did it.
stabilize.
A
Okay, so
stable
it is-
creature doesn't make death saving throws, even though it has 0 hit points, but it does remain unconscious.
Right. All right. So you were able to pick one, Ventoff. Who did you apply that to?
Who's in the most dire straits here?
Or you
I think we're about the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're about the
All right, so let's say fix.
Okay. All right. So I still think you should grab the potion too. On your next turn. Okay, so it's back to now Kitus, you have to roll
All right.
again.
Another death save.
Another death save.
No!
Now 1 and 1.
Oh,
So now it goes back to Ventoff. What are you gonna do?
I'm going to administer medicine on Fliegen.
And that's a fail. Okay, so now Fliegen has to roll again. 1 and 1.
He made it.
12.
All right.
All right, back to Ventoff.
What do I?
Healing potion.
Yeah, grab the healing potion.
Out of Bondi's pack and give it to Bondi.
Yes.
Yes, I agree.
As the DM's telling the player what to do. So Bondi, or roll. You can roll. What is it? Is it 2d8 plus 1 or 2d4 plus 1 or something like that?
Let me look it up real quick. Potion of healing.
You know what's crazy? If memory serves, that is the worst roll you can get in Wild Magic, by the way.
We've been playing a while. We were due.
Yeah.
Got a lot of ones
You
coming up.
gain 2d4 plus 2.
Okay, so roll your
So-
2d4 plus 2.
Oops. Okay, hang on. 2d4 plus 2. Blah blah blah. Roll 2d4 plus 2. Roll.
Big money. Not bad.
Not bad.
That's good
I'll take it.
overall. So all of a sudden, Ventoff pours this potion of healing down, Quimber's mouth, and he's like, he kind of starts to wake up, and he's like, the fuck? He looks around. There's bodies all over the place.
What the fuck
Ventoff
was that?
standing over him like, dude, you okay?
Oh man, there's just got to be blood and guts everywhere on
There's
this.
just, you can see the woods have been scorched back about 30 to 40 feet. There's just fire burning. It's just carnage everywhere.
All right, it's time to break out that amulet.
Yep. So it doesn't. So I guess
I'll
let's
put
see,
it.
so
I'll put it
Ventoff,
in the chat window.
I'll say Bondi, you healing. So Kitus, roll again. Not that it's gonna matter, but we'll just see what happens.
And now
So
you
you did it. So you
Stabilize.
self-stabilize.
Uh-huh.
So you went just to a true 0. You're not.
What?
Your blood coagulated and everything is fine. You're just incapacitated now.
Right. Cool.
Wait, why is my? That's annoying.
What?
Somehow, what I pasted in here before has been. Okay, sorry. I accidentally did something wrong.
What is Revivify?
Copy.
think-
Revivify
I
is
think
that's reincarnation,
death.
basically.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you can
from
bring people
true
back
death.
to life. Yeah, I looked it up. Okay,
The
so
truth
You
could
have
do
that
it.
ability?
yeah, well, on the scroll that I just got from Minel. So the amulet bears the symbols as an action. The wearer can touch a creature with the amulet, causing them to heal 1d4 plus 4. And I get, I have how many charges in
You have
this thing?
6.
6 charges. So I'm gonna run this on the other 3 guys, right? And
Yep.
reduce 3 charges.
Yep.
Okay.
Is it per day or the whole
Yeah.
thing?
No, it's per
Kinda.
day.
You don't get all 6 back.
You
but
get to
close.
re-roll it in the
Right.
morning.
Have some of this, guys.
Yeah.
Basically, so the amulet I have over here, I actually put in a little thing. So I used 3 of these. I got 3 left. So you guys get to each roll 1d4 plus 4.
Everybody?
Yeah,
Yep.
And I got a 1.
plus 4.
Plus 4. 5.
1d4? Okay.
Yeah. Ooh, Fliegen scores. Ventoff scores.
So we heading back to the camp so we can get healed.
We got to make our own camp. We're on the road.
Fleeing up there.
So I wake up and I look around and I say, We're not telling Borag about this.
Yeah. Let's just keep this little secret between us.
You're telling me.
Yeah, we should camp out and try and get back to normal. There may be some
So you
random
could take a
monsters.
short rest, and you can burn a hit die to get back.
Okay.
Or I could use the amulet again on everybody.
You can use
if we
the
wanna do
amulet
that.
again, but a short rest is, everyone agrees on that. You can save the amulet for dire need again.
Unless, of course, I
So
roll
we
a
have-
-1.
My hit dice says 1, so does that mean at level 1 I have like 1 hit die to roll?
Yeah, but you roll. It's 1d whatever your hit points are. So
I
you
have
have
a
one
D8.
roll.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I'm just gonna click hit dice and see what happens. Here we go.
So
D8
yours is
plus
a
1.
d8. Yeah.
Nice.
So you take a short rest, 20 minutes.
I get 5
Everyone
back.
roll their hit die and then get their hit points.
Okay.
Bent off.
I'm back
up
to
to-
max.
I'm up to 12, so.
I'm up
Nod,
to
are
8.
you going to? Are you with us, Nod?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where hit dice is on the.
It's just below your temporary hit points to the left. You just click on the words hit dice and it'll roll it for you.
Right in the center column. Yep.
But you have to reduce your hit dice by 1.
Dude, 14 more.
Holy shit.
You're probably
It's a-
beyond max.
He gets a +4. Do you have a big constitution or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Big
at max.
constitution, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So Ventoff's at max.
Alrighty.
Wow.
Some quick first aid.
Those
That's the
dwarves
first
have
time
big
we had a-
constitution.
Yeah. First time we almost had a party wipe.
You're welcome.
Wild magic.
Yeah. I have been pretty good about not calling them out, but I thought, a one's a one. We got to do it.
No, that works. And I like using wild magic. That makes sense, especially
No.
considering I'm a sorcerer.
Yep. So
Bruh.
all this carnage goes off. There's still wood burning on the edge of the woods around you where that fireball ignited. You can see the remains of the creatures that came out of the woods towards you. They're just smoldering and burning, and you can just see the smoke going up. I wouldn't say it's like a calling card to everything around you, but holy Christmas, it's just devastating. I mean, you look at it, it's like
Wow.
a bomb went off, and you
I
guys
can't
are all
wait till
kind
I
of
learn how to do that for real.
yeah, you guys are all kind of like
You
hacking each other.
got it in you. It's in you.
Yeah.
Definitely in
I
you.
got a
everyone's-
taste for it now.
Yeah, absolute devastation.
Bruh.
Wow.
Next time, use your dagger.
My dagger's kind of useless.
Dagger.
Okay.
All right. I
All
guess
right,
we
so you're
venture
standing in the
onward.
woods. Yep. Pick a direction.
Gotta find
North.
out, man.
Back to the camp.
North- back
To the tent of warm feelings.
He needs some cuddles.
All right, where you
I'm not
going?
feeling very warm. The warmth is gone. I mean, what do you guys want to do? Do we want to?
We gotta keep going south, don't we? We're back to almost everybody's at like normal hit points again, right?
Not too far off.
After all that, we're basically okay.
That's why we have all those things, all
Yep.
that stuff.
Yep.
That's
why-
we
All right, so we're just marching south, buddy. We're just marching south
right.
along the path.
Get your marching order. Get
Yeah.
your marching order.
Notto's in front
Okay.
with the ability to push somebody else in front if it need be.
I
Followed
can
by
take up.
flicks.
I'll take up the rear because I'm
There we go.
slightly tankish.
All right, cheapskate,
The rear.
Okay.
pull the black thing you put her.
Yeah, don't give me that crap. All right, so keep moving your
Have you
character.
tried Fog of War, whether it's working or not.
It is working because you can see I've got it turned on. You can only see the black,
Okay,
so I'm
now that
revealing
we've
as you're
been-
walking.
Now that we've been jumped by these things that kind of came out of nowhere, can we like continually be searching the woods for more signs of these creatures?
You can roll for perception every turn if you want,
Okay.
but I'm not
but
gonna.
What's our like? But like if like.
If we can just avoid anyone in our party blowing us up,
I've got your.
I think we'll
I've
be
got your
okay.
passive perception down. I've got it written
Okay.
down. 12, 11, 12, 14.
Okay.
Okay, so you're following that path.
Yep.
You're gonna. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep revealing. You guys keep moving the way you want to move.
Because based on the map, that's kind of the way we got.
I can only see directly in front of my face right now.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, that's not really.
But remember, each square is 50 feet. So if you look at if you look at this,
Each square is 50 feet?
or no, 20. Each square is like 30 some feet. So that's why I shrunk you guys down.
Yeah, I mean
turned
we're
it red.
still
Well,
not.
you should
We're
be able to see 60 though, right?
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
can only
In the
reveal so
dark.
much.
That's what we're saying. It's not working.
Oh,
There was
don't
the
do
side.
that.
There's some side trails that we missed, but
Yeah.
All right, so you're still wandering. Okay.
we could have gone here. We could have
Yeah.
gone.
What's that?
Okay, so I'm gonna back you up, vent off a little bit, right to there. Hang on, let me get my thing out.
It's like running the gauntlet, man.
Yeah, you are running the gauntlet.
Let's take a different path. Fuck this.
Okay, so everyone roll a perception check.
Perception.
Perception. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. So Quimber, you've got a passive perception already. I've got that written down. So it just depends on if you exceed your passive perception, I give it to you. But if you don't, I use your lower one. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You've got a passive perception of 14. So if you beat a 14, I give it to you. But if you're less than a 14, I stick to your 4. All you guys, I've got all of yours written down. So
okay, so I automatically get at least a 14.
so that's right. You're trying to. Yeah, that's right. I'm giving you the 14, and if you beat it, great. So you rolled a 14. So Quimber, Ventoff, and Fleegan, looking up above, you kind of hear something, and looking above the trees, you see a large red-crowned bird. You know that basically is sitting on top of a tree, screeching at you with its wings spread out.
How
So
big
wait,
is it?
It's
What's the
decent size.
wingspan?
Roll
Like 6 feet.
6 to 8 feet. Roll an intelligence check.
Everybody?
Yep, everybody. Ooh, another good roll. You guys are all now. You're getting good rolls. Look at that. Jeez.
Yeah, we're so smart.
Yeah. So you guys all look up and you're like, I recognize that bird. That's the same bird from the carnival. Remember that bird in the tree?
Yeah.
And you notice it's got beady red eyes and it's looking at you.
Beady
And it's
red eyes,
just-
never a good thing.
And it's
I'm
just
gonna
sitting there looking
shoot
at
my
you.
bow at it. I'm gonna shoot my bow at it.
Wait, you can try talking to it? Animal hand?
Now, red eyes are bad.
Alright.
Yeah,
Um,
I have to agree
We
with
tried
Regan.
this already. Didn't we already try shooting
Yeah,
at
you
it
did.
once?
You
yeah.
did.
It's a
So
16.
So Fleegan, you actually hit this bird. It's perched. You actually drill it, and you hit it in the side, and the bird squawks at you like rah, and then starts to fly off. But you did hit it.
It's
For 4 points
breaking
of
engagement.
damage.
We get a.
No. But you did hit it, and it just squawked at you and then flew off.
I hope that wasn't an ally.
All right, so let me go and. I don't know which way. There's a V here, or there's a.
Crap. Can someone pull
We
the
gotta look at our
up?
map.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Yeah, I would look at the map before you get too ambitious here.
Oh, we're not at the old cottage yet, so we need to
The
go
map
right.
says we should go right. Yeah, exactly.
That's the first intersection.
Yep. We're gonna go right and left, and then we should see a bridge. Alright, so we're going this way.
Which way you guys just okay. All right. Okay, so get in your marching order before I unveil anything else. All right, hang on. Okay, you continue to trek through the forest, for every sense is now sharply attuned to the world around you. As
And I'm
you
still looking
round,
for a thieves mark. Sorry,
I know,
in
I
case
heard
we've
ya.
seen him. All right.
As you round the bend, you see a skeletal hand hanging from the side of a tree trunk by a nail that has been driven through its palm. A tarnished and dirty bronze ring with a single ruby can be seen on the middle finger. A small trail leads off to the west.
That's out in front of us.
Right. So what that is, let me reveal a little bit more.
Yeah, I think I see
So-
exactly where we are.
So
on
the
map.
tree would be right. Oops.
Oh,
let me
yeah.
get my-
That's
the tree would be
second.
right here.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, this is where we go left.
No, we keep going straight down.
Yeah,
Left.
Yeah. Well, to the left fork. Yeah, you're right.
the left
Yeah.
we're facing, but to the right on the map.
Yeah.
But the skeletal hand is trying to lure us the other direction.
Well, do we want to
True.
grab the ring?
Yeah, grab the ring. Go for it, man.
What could go wrong?
Yeah.
Okay,
I will
so-
search for thieves' traps, or search for traps on the tree.
Okay,
in the
so as
skeleton
you
hand.
walk up, everyone needs to roll a perception check.
I got my passive perception.
I know. I'm aware. I got that. Regan 6. Ventoff, Holman. So I know I have all of your minimums. So I just want to see if you beat your minimums. So Quimber, 10, Ventoff. So everybody rolled. So Quimber hears clicking and clacking coming through the woods.
I'm gonna tell everyone to hide.
From which way? Does it know
Coming from the
direction?
east.
Okay.
So we can move into these trees and
Yeah,
take.
I'm gonna go. Guys, I hear something. Let's hide. Like right away. And I'm like, over here.
Okay, what are you guys gonna do?
hide.
I'm a thief. I'm
All
hiding
right,
in the bushes.
everyone has to roll stealth.
Now
Okay.
you're talking my language. Oh.
God, I'm supposed to be stealthier than that.
Oh. Okay, hang on. I
I'm
gotta
like
roll.
standing there with my pants down.
Oh, I thought that was me. No, it's you. All right.
Jeez.
Oh man. Hang on.
Guys, let's hide behind this bush.
What is perception? Is that wisdom? That's
I
wisdom,
can
right?
tell you.
Yeah,
Oh, wait.
perception is wisdom.
Charisma.
Charisma.
Oh, sorry,
okay.
read the wrong one.
Perception's wisdom.
Oh, they got a passive.
Wisdom.
Okay, passive perception.
Persuasion is charisma.
Makes sense.
Oops, I rolled twice by accident. Okay. Okay, so you guys are all trying to hide,
Like,
and you guys
Like
all see these skeletons
tree?
come walking out of the woods, and of course they're really big, but they're not big. They're just the tokens are all just massive.
okay.
So 4 skeletons come walking out, and
Are
they
these undead?
notice. Yes, this is well, skeletons, and they see Quimber and Fleegan, So they start heading towards Quimber and Fleeget.
Can we react?
At this point, we'll do initiative.
Did you show us an
Hang
image
on,
of what these
no,
are? What are
I
they?
will. Hang on. Hang on. Let me get the turn order up and let me clear the turn order. Well, clear. You guys are just,
Too fast,
Oh.
man.
yeah, you're overwhelming this poor little DM. Okay, so Almond's got a 13. Ventoff 16, Quimber 7. Quimber's got in. Ventoff's got in.
Three.
Ventoff, so Ventoff had a 16.
Here, let me just roll it again, and you can update
Yep.
it to a 3.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Vix had a 3.
There you go.
Is that correct? Do I have it right? Fleegan 16. Ventoff. Almond 3, 16. Quimber. Okay, now I just need to get these critters. So yes. See, how do I do that? How do I?
Critter initiative.
Hang on. Shows. It should shift. God dang it. Okay, hang on. Token layer. Shift Z. So there's your critters. Let me get.
Looks like an Elden Ring enemy. Kill it. And when you kill them and they're on the ground, you gotta hit them again or they're gonna come back.
Okay.
Ooh, if they're undead, our cleric might be good at it.
Not yet, because I'm
Not
first
yet.
level, man.
Yeah, first level. First level is kind of.
Until I advance, I don't have any turning ability.
All right. So I will let you guys decide what you're going to do, and I will. All right, you guys have your.
What happened to the turn order?
Yeah, let me see if I can find. I'm setting these guys. I'm reducing their icons. But Quimber is up.
I'm up. Well, they're just skeletons, so I'm gonna bum rush him, man. Can I get to him before I attack? Because it's pretty far at this point. Like, look at this. That's
a
30
ways.
feet right there.
Yeah. So you can't.
I can't do much other than move closer.
You can move closer and then.
Okay, I'm gonna move closer, and then I'm gonna use a thaumaturgy and make a big scary noise. I don't know. No, maybe I won't do that.
It's a skeleton.
No, I'm not gonna make a scary noise. I'm just gonna put myself in that spot. Right
Set,
there.
get ready. So
Yeah.
you can get into a position of ready as basically in a position so if they get into range to attack, you will attack them first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like that. Yeah. Yep.
So you're ready to attack when any of them would come within attacking range.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So Quimber is in a ready stance to attack. Fleegan.
Do I have a shot like through the woods with my bow?
I assume you're restrung it.
Yeah. Yeah, I already shot the bird, so I did.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Yeah, you've got a shot at minimum that's second to the bottom one.
Yeah. Okay. I'll shoot at him. If they know we're here, there's no point in trying to hide or anything. So short bow on that dude that's in range. An 11.
Let me see what their AC is. Because I shrunk everything down.
Is Nato still getting a +2 to his AC?
No.
10 minutes.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
lots of
because
shit went down.
No,
right?
a lot of shit went down in 10 minutes.
You
So
were
you
unconscious, so
Yeah,
that your
so yeah, that's
concentration
right.
is
If you lost
broken.
consciousness, you would have lost concentration. So your bow shot clear and blood. You missed it. So you
Okay.
flung, you shot to the left of him.
We need better than an 11, everybody.
Yep. Bent off.
I mean, how far can I move here?
30 feet. Use the
You
scale
could sprint and make 60 feet if you really wanted to.
if you wanted to, but then you can't attack. You're going to stand there and be fodder. But
So I guess I'll move right there.
and then and then be ready,
Yeah.
which is that's a very viable tactic. All right, so the skeletons. Let's see what their movement rate is. I would assume they're slow, but let me double check.
Probably 30 like ours.
Probably 30, and it is. Okay, so let me. So this guy just moves up. These guys do see an opportunity. So this guy, I'm just going to go from bottoms up. So this guy comes up to you. So Ventoff, because you defined a ready to within range, you get the first attack on them. And you miss. So you take a clean swing and a miss.
13.
Yep. Clean swing. No, wait. 13 is a hit. I was looking at that wrong. You do hit, and you hit for 10 points of damage. So you hit this thing. You see bones flying all over his rib cage, but he kind of he could barely hold his weapon up. He's just, he's able to kind of make a desperate swing at you, very feeble swing, but he's still able to hold. Get his character sheet up. And he kind of takes this short sword. You can see him. He's really chattering because half of his body structure is gone, and he kind of hits your armor, and it just kind of stops. It's like all he's got in him. So that swing was just kind of just brushes against your armor, and he's actually kind of leaning against you, and he's shaking because he just doesn't have the skill to swing through it all. See the next one. I got to get the scale out. So this guy is able to close ranks and take a legitimate swing. And he hits you. So he hits you, and it does go through your armor for 6 points of damage.
Okay.
Good roll. And this last one heads up towards Quimber. And wants to take a swing at Quimber. And he misses Quimber. So he swings at Quimber, and Quimber just kind of steps back like, nice try, Charlie. Clean miss. Fix.
There's one more skeleton you didn't do.
No, I moved. So the one on the bottom I just moved.
Okay.
He couldn't attack.
Got
attack,
it.
attack, attack.
Got it.
Yep.
How far? Hold on. Okay. I'm gonna go for the one that's like partially dead already,
Okay.
and I'm gonna do it.
and you're gonna fire right over Fleegan, aren't you?
Well, yeah, considering how
Ventoff.
short he
That's
is.
Ventoff.
Well, it's no, but I've got direct line of sight on.
Oh, that's me. This is you right here. Got it.
Yeah,
on
he's
this
gonna
one.
fire right through you.
Well, it's
only
not
3
through
feet
him.
tall.
He's 3 feet tall.
Over.
I'm
Oh, that's true.
6'3", so
Okay.
yeah, that's not even.
So
Yeah,
Fleegan's
I
gonna have. He's gonna be like, shit.
And there we go.
Yeah.
So you hit the one that was already damaged
Yeah,
with a
that one.
firebolt. So Fix casts a spell. Fleegan's like, crap! Right over his head, this firebolt goes, and it goes flying right by Ventoff and just smokes the rest of that bone and hit that, what was left was a spinal cord, was all that was left, and it just kind of breaks right through the spinal cord, and you can see the skeleton just kind of crumble up like an accordion and just no more movement. She's down.
Nice.
Get the
All
size
right.
of that X.
Yeah. All right. Remove turn order. Clear. Everyone re-roll. Fleegan, Ventoff, Fix, skeleton. Okay. Ascending order. So Fleegan is up first.
All right. I am going to shoot my bow at this one. It looks like maybe I have shot to the right of Ventoff, and I can get. Actually, no. I'm gonna do this one because I can get sneak attack on it and try to protect Quember.
Okay. So
You
you're
do
gonna
realize
healer.
there's one down here too, right?
Yeah, but I don't get
no
sneak attack on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right.
So all right. So my bow. Your bow.
15.
Yeah.
So you have 6 plus 5, it's 11. So again, so you line up, you fire, and it hits it in the head. I mean, you can see it. I mean, you hit it in the head.
Shooting
You
for the
took half
skull.
of the skull off, and it's like, oh, it's once again, it's like you can see it's still the brain's still a little clicking a little bit upstairs, but of course it doesn't have anything upstairs. But it's not dead, but it's severely damaged again. It's hurting a lot. Okay. Fix.
I'm going for the one down below us. And I'm just not going to mess around this time. What the hell? So,
Oh, magic
Missiles
missile.
auto hits.
Oh, damn.
Dang.
it's
Is that-
it's 9, it's 12 points of damage. I didn't
On
see
which
that
one?
first roll. This one down here.
9. How many magic missiles? 4 or 3?
3. So it's 3, 4, and 5.
12. Okay, 12. All right. So Fix conjures up and boom, 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 and it just you see that the concussion hits this thing. It's that magic spell. Bam, bam, as it just keeps stepping back on each hit. It kind of falls back, and it kind of lumbers around for 12 points of damage. It doesn't quite die, but it's kind of like it's still standing, but once again it's kind of like, whoa, it's really slow. Half the bones, all the ribcage bones are gone. Right, the ribcage bones are all gone. There's a few bones left, and it's just barely able to lumber forward, but it's very, very, very slow at this point. Quember.
I'm smashing the guy next to me. Like,
The mace or something.
with a mace. Yes, the mace.
Mace to the face.
So you hit this one that's right next to you with the mace.
Crappy damage, but whatever. Okay.
So, well, actually,
I had it
you
mostly
hit it.
down.
So
Crappy
you hit it
enough?
with a mace. Well, no, a mace does great damage against a skeleton. Why?
Ah,
It's bludgeoning.
yes, it's
Yeah.
Right?
bludgeoning.
Ah.
Yes.
Ah.
So a mace is the ideal weapon, you know. So you smack that skeleton. It was in pretty bad shape, and there wasn't much left, and you just, whoosh,
I'm
you
good.
know, bones go flying all over the place, and you're like, yeah, for a crappy hit, that did a pretty good job. I just glanced it pretty good, and that took care of it.
Okay.
So blunt weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the skeleton, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the skeleton's turn.
It's like Negan, Walking Dead.
Yeah.
So this one comes walking up towards Fleegan and will make an attempted attack. He's very well damaged. And he swings again. It's a very feeble swing at this point, and it kind of just hits you. It actually hits you, but it's like boop, and you just kind of look at it like, that's all you got, you know, type of thing. Wasn't even enough to do any damage to you, but you felt it actually just swing and hit you.
Right.
Okay, this one is still undamaged. Next to Ventoff. And he winds up and he's taking a big swing on it. He swings and Ventoff just kind of steps back as the short sword swings right in front of his face, and it just kind of wraps around like no big deal. It was almost like it was a broadcasted swing, just a wind up swing, broadcast, and they hit nothing. So it's back to Ventoff.
All right, I will attack the closest defender. The hell's my what you call?
Okay. So you take your two-handed battle axe and you swing into him. This guy hasn't been, I think he hasn't been hit yet. You smack him, and you again same thing. You take out his left side of his arm. You take out half of his rib cage on the left-hand side. You know, but he kind of brushes that off, kind of like, okay, that's fine. 6 points of damage. I'm good with that.
So
Okay. Re-roll.
Re-roll.
Oh, yeah, re-roll. I forget.
Yep. Remove, clear, re-roll.
A freaking one.
That always makes it interesting when you got to re-roll. You never know what's going to happen.
Oof. And they roll a 20.
I've been rolling pretty good today.
How are you seeing L's rolls?
Pardon?
Oh, in the turn order. My bad. Sorry.
So the skeletons, again, the one down by Fleegan is in. There's not much left of him. He is still going to swing though. He's still going to take his shot at Fleegan. And he hits you. This time, he actually does get a little bit of momentum, and he hits you for 4 points of damage.
Okay.
The one remaining one standing next to Ventoff, again, he's hit, and half of his ribs are missing in his left-hand side, but he's got a short sword on his right-hand side, and he just kind of, it's a very, again, it's the same type of thing. He just kind of swings it, and Ventoff just kind of just deflects it with his battle axe. It's like, dude, you're broadcasting it. You know, this is amateur hour. What are you doing? You know, type of thing. So Quimber's up.
Smash. I'm gonna smash the one next to Ventog.
So you're gonna move down and around.
Yeah, close by, somewhere.
Yep.
And then more mace action.
More mace action. Love the mace action.
What?
Oh, we're now missing the great damage.
Yes.
Oh.
Goodbye.
Yeah, so the mace, as you swing through it, the mace bones are everywhere. I mean, the skull breaks into like 25 pieces. You actually, it was one of those situations where you get a little smile on your face when you see the carnage. It's like a shower of bones in every direction. The sword takes off into the woods. It's just nothing but frickin' bone carnage everywhere. The mace just decimates.
Yes, the power of the mace.
The power
if
of the mace.
your nat 20 doubled and your mace doubled, you did like quadruple damage, I think.
Well, it added it.
Yeah.
That was 14 damage, but it's also, it's a vulnerability. So, you just frickin' smoked them. I mean, to the point of you almost have powder. All right, Fleegan, you still got this one nemesis in front of you.
All right, I'm just gonna do a fancy move with my dagger, something that who would
You
be
don't
proud?
get a
Pray
sneak
the
attack.
Blade. Pray the Blade would be proud. I'm gonna do a
There you
Pray
go.
move with my dagger to finish this guy off. The dagger. I should have a shortcut nade. Let me see if it works. Dagger. There it is.
Nice.
17 for 8.
But you don't get the sneak.
No, you don't get
Correct,
the sneak.
but he was already damaged. We
Yeah,
already hit
so
him.
you kind of get into like inspiration from Cray the Blade, and you pull out your dagger and you go bam right up into his lower jaw, up into its head, and you can see it actually separates the skull from the rest of the spinal cord, and the head kind of just pops off, and the skeleton just kind of hits the ground. He just kind of just falls to the ground, and that's the end of it. So Cray the Blade inspired maneuver.
Does anybody need any healing?
Let me look.
Ventog is 13.
Down to 9. Depends on if we're resting yet or not, I guess.
It's your call. Just ask. I'm here. I'm here for you, man.
Not yet. We're good. Save it.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, we can save it for the tank, though, too. The tank might need it.
Yeah. So we're
Get to
going
the
down
tank
this
now.
way, right?
How much is Ventog
Should we
down?
consider not taking the path and like walking like 10 or 15 feet off of the path?
I don't think it'll make a difference. I mean,
We'll still get attacked.
yeah.
Probably, yeah. Looking at the map.
Now, before you remind
Oh
you.
yeah, there was like a whole ring thing happening, remember?
Yeah, I was just going to point that out before you get wandering too far off.
So I was going to search for traps, right, on the ring. So hopefully
You
we
can roll
dealt with the
perception.
skeleton. All right. Yeah, I have the map up. Let's see. All right, perception.
Hey,
Not great.
you don't notice anything. You kind of look at it, and you just see this skeleton hand nailed to the tree with a ring on it. You don't necessarily see any wires. You don't see any traps or anything like that. It just looks like a hand nailed in with a ring on it, on its middle finger, of all things.
I gotta pee again, guys. Sorry.
No
Yeah, can we
worries.
take a little short break?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
probably cut out about 9:30. I mean,
Okay.
3
Yeah,
hours.
no worries.
Yeah, we can come back and sort of regroup and maybe wrap this up and then set a time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it.
All right.
Yeah, I'm down to my last.
I can keep these on. I'm not tethered.
Wireless. How convenient.
Yeah. Finishing my day with a little sipping scotch.
I don't blame you.
Oh,
Well, tomorrow's another school day.
yes, unfortunately.
Hmm.
It's a short week though, which is a good thing.
That's nice. What's why is it a short week?
Heading to Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
It's a music fest.
That's right. Is that the shaky knees?
Yep.
That's cool. Is Ray gonna be there for that too?
No, he couldn't make it.
Gary?
Nope.
Just you and or Kitus?
Yeah.
No, that'll be fun.
Yeah, it will be cool.
Do you see his new tattoo?
Titus? Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I liked it. He sent it to me. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yep. I'm stuck here with the cats. Or a cat. We're down to one cat. No more animals after this for a while.
Really?
Well, we want to travel,
Yeah.
and we keep getting, we don't have a Class A motorhome, so
Yeah.
we're gonna, we want to travel. That means we don't want to mess with the cats and dogs. So
No, you don't.
I think we'll probably get another animal, but it might be 5 years down the road.
Yeah.
We'll probably get a rescue dog.
Cool.
And another cat.
Yeah.
So we want to take.
Yeah.
Our neighbor wants to do a road trip to, or not a road trip, but a trip to Italy. I'm like, I'm game.
Yeah.
If you want to go, count Vicky and I in. So I'll never turn down a road trip to Italy.
No.
But Mercy, our cat, is 18. She wasn't supposed to live 6 more months, and she's outlived that. But she's got an enlarged heart, a double-sized heart at this point.
Yeah.
But I don't know. She seems okay, but she's 18. It's sad when now it's becoming a standard to drink a bottle of wine by myself.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I guess they need food.
That music is pretty fitting for this, isn't it? Or
Yeah,
that
I like the
sound.
background.
Yeah.
Mhm.
My God, Bondi had to drop a deuce.
So I did this jump calculator that I put in the Telegram chat.
Oh,
There's
I
actually
haven't looked.
somebody created a really good sheet here. If you click in Telegram, if we want to look at it while we're waiting for Bondi, it says this calculator uses the jump rules found in the 5e edition of the Player's
Oh,
Handbook.
wow. What is your strength score? How tall are you?
Yeah. And then look, I clicked on Rogue over on the right, and then it asked me what my dexterity score was, right? Because as a rogue, that's going to play
Oh,
into it.
my.
And then, so depending on your class, there may be things that affect your jump. So
What is your strength?
my strength is 16.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, plug it in just for me out of curiosity.
Yeah, I am.
You've been thinking.
Dexterity?
Dexterity is a 19.
Oh, my God.
I'm like an elite. And I'm 3 feet 9 inches is height. So with a running start,
wow.
I can normally jump 20 feet horizontally, and 10 feet off the ground, and I can reach something 15 feet off the ground.
Holy
That's
Christmas.
normally. With this ring, it's triple. So
Dang.
with a running start, I can jump 30 feet in the air. Mario, eat your heart out. I'm gonna be.
Wow.
Because I've got crazy dexterity and crazy strength, and I'm like this tall. I'm just gonna be like, boing. So I debated jumping into the trees, just fighting these skeletons. I'm like, they're never gonna touch me.
You could
I'm
have
gonna
easily
jump in
done
the
that.
tree, start pegging people with my bow.
That is hysterical. Yeah, Michael Jordan, eat my shorts, holy Christmas.
But this is pretty cool. It says if there are obstacles in your way, right, I might have to roll in athletics to get over them. If I land in difficult terrain, right, might have to roll acrobatics, dexterity.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. But then it says you can't go farther than your movement distance no matter what. It's not like I could say, I'm going to run 50 feet and then I'm going to jump 60 feet.
Right.
Know?
That makes sense.
But, yeah, that's pretty cool. It's a good page.
That's actually pretty neat. You could just go vertically, get above them, and just pick them off.
Yeah. Even without a running start in this ring, I'll be able to jump. I could reach and grab something up to 24 feet off the ground.
What?
I could grab something and still climb up, as long as I can grab like a branch. So I'll be like using the ring.
Boing, boing, boing.
So I basically copy pasted all that so I don't have to look it up every time.
Right.
So watch, here's what I have in my character sheet. If I click on Ring of Jumping and I share with you guys, there's my Ring of Jumping notes.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's hysterical. Oh my gosh.
With a running start, without a running start, if there are obstacles in the way.
Yeah. But you can use it twice a day.
Yes, I think it says it at the very top. Or I thought it was 3.
I mean, that's enough to win an NBA championship.
Yeah, absolutely. You could be an NFL star with that at 3 feet 9 inches. Boom.
There it goes.
All you need to do is
catch for a long rest.
Yeah, catch the Hail Mary pass at the end of the game every time. Right there, baby.
I'm going to be using this shit.
Nice.
All right. So you guys are all standing around looking at this ring on this skeleton's middle finger.
So I'll take it off. I didn't notice anything wrong.
All right, so you pull this ring off and you notice it is magical. Absolutely magical. There's no doubt in your mind. Yep.
All right. So we're not going to be able to identify it yet. Maybe if we have our sorcerer, or you guys during a rest or something, you focus on it, or however we identify magic items.
Yep.
So I'll give it to Fix, and he can see if he identifies it at the next.
All right.
I can
rest.
do identify.
You can?
Yeah, it takes a while though. We have to be doing a rest for me to do it. It's a long spell.
After the fight, we might be at a point where we want to rest. Although, or even glancing at the map, if we're super close to that cabin, we could just go till we see it or something and not explore it yet. Or, let's see, the map has the cabin, the old cottage, and it's a ways yet. We still got to cross a bridge, and there's a river. Probably gonna be we've got another encounter before we get to that cottage.
Yeah.
So. What time of day is it? Have we any idea?
It's still probably, I would say it's probably later morning, would be my guess.
Yeah.
Like 10-ish, 9:30-ish.
Okay.
The fireball really consumed all your time.
Yeah. Do we wanna keep going until we get to that cottage?
Well, Nato's got a stopping hard
Nato
stop.
said 9:30, so we
Yeah.
might need to set a time then for our next play session.
Yeah, that works.
All right, so you're
and
just
if we
gonna-
start at 6:30, that's 3 hours. That's a good play session.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just talking with Heidi. We can't do this weekend. I think for me, I mean, unless we did like a weekday or something, which doesn't really work for everybody else. The next play session that I could play would probably be May 8th. That's Sunday, 2 weeks basically.
I can do that.
Now
May
that's
8th?
Mother's Day. I don't know if that's an issue for anybody. Heidi said it was okay.
Not for me.
No issues here.
Alman,
It should be good.
Nato,
Yep, I'm good.
May 8th. May 8th at 6:30 p.m.
Yeah,
Yeah.
6:30 was good.
Bondi, how does that work for you?
It looks
It's-
good.
It's early for you, but
Yeah, no, it's fine.
all right.
My computer will be in my new studio by then. In fact,
Yeah, I was gonna ask if you
Yeah.
got in there yet. Cool, good.
Well, I've been in for a couple weeks now, but
How's
it
going?
I haven't moved the computer yet because it's a big commitment.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
means that like I have to be there to do work. So
yeah.
Well,
I'm like,
Did you- did you ever hear if Roll20 you're gonna reach out and find out if they're actually hiring?
Yeah, I never did that. It's no big deal.
Okay.
As long as you got enough work. Yeah.
I have plenty right now.
Well,
Yeah,
that's good.
That's
Yeah.
better to work for yourself.
That's outstanding.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Alman,
Yeah, I'm good.
now everyone's good.
Yep.
All right. So I guess we'll leave it off here. I might jump into Valheim for a few minutes and do some more exploring because that's what I do.
I got to get in there and see what you guys built.
Dude,
Manel was
we-
telling me about it.
Yeah,
We've
Minel and I
got
found
beds
it.
for everybody. We've been building
Yeah.
fortresses with 4 and 5 beds, so we've
Yeah,
got
we-
room for everybody.
We found a cave with skeletons in it.
I found a
so-
second one too.
Did you really?
I did. I marked it on my map, and I found a huge copper deposit, like massive. But the troll can hear you dig.
Nice. Yeah.
So we have to dig, run,
Run,
dig, run.
Yeah.
But we're close to getting a forge, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
So
We
this
got-
is on Steam, right, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you had it, Bondi.
I don't have it yet. I'll get it.
Okay. But it's
Yeah,
it's like basically it's Minecraft in the Viking Age.
Yeah, it is. Totally.
So Omen is like the master builder at the moment. He's like the Lego master builder. So there was an area that I kept getting killed in, and I said, Omen, I need someone to come out here. I even had it like this, started putting shit down, and Omen's like, knock down. I'm starting over. Just keep fighting shit. So
Yeah.
I'm just fighting shit, and Omen's building shit, and I'm fighting shit. Omen got the walls up, and then I'm just shooting shit with arrows, and Omen, I'm like, I look back, and I'm like, I'm just shooting shit. I look back, and we got a 2-story condo going behind me. We can rent rooms in this thing. Almon's like, yeah, I think we need another 400 boards. Like, holy shit! We got a nice fire in the middle. It's got 2 levels. It's got beds for like 8 people. I'm like, wow, I'm impressed. And Almon's bitching, oh, this doesn't line up, and I'm just shooting shit.
Yeah.
One thing,
game-
Almond, that I heard somebody else say about Valheim when you have your own server is be sure there's like backups happening. Like if something
Yeah.
messes up, you can roll back. So I don't know if the service has that built in or.
Yeah, it did.
Um,
It did.
All right,
They
cool.
back up. Matter of fact, they back up daily.
Yeah, perfect.
Well, that's good. Well, all right. I think I'm going to log in. I had enough wine where I think I'm going to get into Valheim. And I told him, I was thinking of telling Nato, I found the second boss stone.
Wait,
Almond.
should I buy the bundle? What is this? Oh, it's a soundtrack.
You
No,
don't
don't
want
do
the
that.
soundtrack. The soundtrack's got a doorbell in it. If you listen to it, there's a doorbell, ding dong, and you're like looking behind, like, what the hell? It's kind of crazy. There's a door chime in it. But no, yeah, I think that the cheap one was like $20, but it's pretty fun. I'm going to go in there right now and do some more exploring. Like I said, I found a second dungeon.
Nice.
So
Almond
it
could
marked.
repost the server link.
Yeah, please throw that up in
and-
Telegram.
The IP and the password.
Yeah.
I've got it actually. I followed blank. I've got a notebook for games now. And
Yeah, there you go.
That's
Nice.
brilliant.
Yeah.
So that's just freaking brilliant. So yeah, I'll close my D&D book and I'll get my Valheim notes out, and I'm gonna go play Valheim for a little bit.
Excellent.
So,
Cool.
all right,
All right,
guys.
have fun. I'm gonna go play a
We'll
little
talk
Elden Ring.
There you go. I know you've got
That's my
stuff
addiction.
going, but
I'm over
yeah.
100 hours in. Something like 110 hours.
That game's frustrating the piss out of me.
There are places where you can farm runes, Nato. And you
I
can
know,
go
but I honestly, I don't have the time. Like I'm so busy
Yeah.
with all this other stuff I've got going on.
It's definitely a time thing. Like
Are-
it's my evening chill game for sure.
So I was gonna say, Kaidish, did you get an extra roll at the GUI rewards? Because you're the only one that showed up with a old school D&D T-shirt today.
Oh,
I
I
was
was
gonna
gonna
s-
GUI roll next time.
I was gonna,
Nice.
yeah, I'm gonna give you an extra GUI roll. So I'm gonna say the new rule is the more old school D&D swag you show up with, one extra roll. If you show up with swag,
Okay.
gotta promote the old school D&D. Extra rolls for
Alright.
swag. And I just thought of that. I'm like, and I just logged out. So.
All right, I'm
I gotta
writing
make-
that down in my notes. Next session.
I am too. Next section.
One extra roll. Yes. Almond could use that if he's gonna blow us all up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you crazy bastard.
I'm surprised
Right.
you guys wanted to play it out just for giggles and grins. I'm like, that's pretty bold.
Yeah,
But it's
we've
like,
never
it
died
worked out.
before. We gotta do it.
Yeah, that's the first time the whole crew, all 3 of 4 were unconscious.
Yeah, Bondi, I just put the IP and the password in.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
If you can support, I will be in there shortly.
I'm
Alright.
moving,
More
I'm
shit
moving my
out.
computer down to the studio tonight. That's what I'm doing.
Okay. All right.
Cool.
So maybe I'll be